2020. What you did before it was in Malian music release?
Yeah, it was in my release.
So you had not released any music?
No, after 2020, I also released some couple of songs like I released Instagram, I did Baby, Paloma last year. Yeah, so after Malian music, I've been putting in constant effort.
Before, the first. So the person was heard you in NYSC, I thought you were good.
No, yeah, I think he heard me performing.
Right.
Then he felt like I was playing Sisinene. You understand? Then I wasn't.
Recorded it.
Yeah, I've recorded it. Yeah. So then he was like, "Oh, you had something. Let me just introduce it to my friend." And me being naive, I was like, "Oh, okay."
What do you think they like about the sound, the Nene sound?
The Nene sound. I don't know. I even before I got signed to Malian music, I did it prior to the time I got signed to Malian. That was 2 years prior to that.
That's Sisinene.
Yeah, but I think he loved Sisinene, and I felt like, "Oh, you can go. I can go with this."
Right. Did you ever see yourself in Malian music?
To be honest, I had never imagined that I was going to be in Malian music.
Right.
But Mali was one of the first people that, felt like, oh, I had the talent, and let me just help you out.
At first, what was the relationship like with the label? In the label when you got signed in?
Man, if I'm being honest, it was just, I think, to me, it was chaotic and it was dysfunctional.
Okay.
Yeah. I got signed into that record label and noticed the how would I say it? The difference between tribes and all of that.
Tribes?
Yeah, tribes and all of that. Yeah.
Like ethnic groups,
ethnic groups, yeah. I've met, for instance, I've met a lot of Yoruba people as friends, but getting signed into that Malian music, I met a different set of Yoruba people.
Okay.
And I didn't feel good about it,
Okay.
So it was really traumatic for me.
In Malian record?
Oh, there was.
Like what?
I'm a Christian, I believe this is my field to be, but when I got into Malian music, I noticed that I had to do things because I needed to be in the...
Guys, keep on tapping, please. Keep on tapping and keep sharing the live. And I'll be out for a couple of minutes, but I'll be back. But it will be playing non-stop.
Religion, that body, which is Muslim, Islam.
They wanted you they were forcing you to perform Islamic.
Not forcing me.
Okay.
Not forcing me, but just because I wasn't one, they can't give me favors.
Like what kind of favors?
Let's say, for instance, I could not have conversations with them. I could not have meaningful conversations in terms of my career. You understand?
And how do you know that was because of your religion?
Yeah, it has always been like that. I noticed it.
Because if you say they're chaotic and dysfunctional, why do you think it is because of religion? Somebody say something.
It was because I had to go through all those experiences.
Okay.
I had to go through all those experiences. I wouldn't just come here to start lying on someone.
No, I'm not saying you're lying. I'm saying what made you realize that it was because of religion?
Okay.
Like did somebody say something, or did somebody do something, or what was the thing?
I noticed from their reactions towards the way I present myself. Okay. You understand? They make phrases like Omoibo.
Okay. Right.
So Omoibo is not. He does not understand the kind of things we do and all of that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
so that explains the tribe.
That explains the tribe part.
Right.
I've never liked the old Malian music kind of lifestyle.
So what do you mean by lifestyle?
Yeah, in terms they were too gangster. You understand? I got introduced to drugs.
Right.
Then,
in Malian
music.
Right.
You understand? I got introduced into drugs in Malian music.
Okay.
And that's why I said it was traumatic and it was also dysfunctional. And just because I didn't want to be among them, I had to exempt myself from them.
Right.
For I was still in Malian music.
So how did you exempt yourself?
I think I had other friends around Malian music. You understand? They were the ones that were helping out,
But they were not in Malian music.
They were not in Malian music, just around.
Like drugs, what kind of drugs do you mean?
What kind of?
You were introduced to drugs in Malian music.
I was introduced to drugs.
What do you mean by drugs?
Yeah. So
weed. So do you want to take a break? It's like you're looking back at it. Do you want to take a break and check with them?
Yes, I can take a break.
Yeah, because I want you to be comfortable.
No, let's go.
Okay. So I want you to be very comfortable.
Okay, so I got introduced into drugs in Malian music.
And you've never taken drugs before joining?
I had never.
So somebody wants to say that I mean, all of us know Mali. I mean, we've known Mali for years. But even from just looking at the music video, you can see that they are smoking. You can see that they are talking about, weed. That why are you surprised that that happened when you brought it in?
I wasn't even surprised. I was expecting it though.
Okay, so what was the problem?
I was expecting it, but I felt like if I had given my loyalty to you, I deserve some respect that comes with it. You understand? In terms of, I was an artist in Malian music, and you were not transparent enough to give my own side of my royalties while I was with you. I wasn't getting anything from you. You were not funding me as your artist. I had to do it myself. You understand? Now, the only time they back on my call will be if they want me to drop music. So what they do is pay the producers, pay all of that. You understand?
Okay.
But in terms of funding the artist for his well-being, and all of that, I have to do it myself because I can't. If my boss is not doing it for me, let me do it myself.
Right. So you say you were not surprised by the drinking and smoking and all of that?
I was expecting it.
Expecting it. So that wasn't a problem for you?
It wasn't a problem.
So your problem was, okay, this lifestyle, whatever, but at least treat me properly as an artist.
Yeah.
And you said they didn't treat you properly.
At all.
So they didn't fund your music, is that what you're saying?
And they didn't, I won't say generally they didn't fund my music, but the only time Malian music beckons on my call would be whenever they feel like I should drop a music.
Okay.
So you see.
Okay. What are the other things they were supposed to do that they didn't do? Almost 2 years, because there were other issues they were dealing with.
Yeah.
And now you think it's the right time to speak out and demand just right.
And I wish him all the best of it. I wish Mali all the best. I'm not here to degrade his songs or demean his reputation. I won't do that. I can't do that to him. But this is just my experience. And I would want every upcoming artist to learn from me also. That before signing the contract, you need to have a lawyer before signing the contract, because some people might come in looking like they want to help you, but if you don't know what the contract is, you might just fall victim of oppression, fall victim of tribalism, fall victim of what you had not wanted for yourself.
Okay, good. That's the end. Now I'll take you into the CTC. Just a little part of it. I'm reading page 231. I'm sorry, I won't be showing you. Okay, let me just bring it a little bit closer. Page 231 of the CTC. This guy mentioned some names. And some stupid people said Wumi never mentioned people's names. Now, this is page 231 of the CTC. Cross-examination by Mrs. Abiodun Kolawole. Question: I express my deepest condolence to you. People have asked several questions I intend to ask. From the testimony you narrated before this court and from your written depository, what did you study while in school? Answer: English. Question: if I may ask you, you've been using words that repeats itself in your written deposition and your testimony. What does the word oppressor connote to you grammatically? Answer: I feel oppressor means people that have more influence than you. Question: good. The court: what is the answer oppressor means? Answer: being cheated by people that have more influence. Question: how? Answer: I don't know. Question: who are these your husband's oppressors? Answer: his oppressors are the same people that drove him into depression. Page 232. Do you know them? Answer: yes, I do. Question: can you please name them to this court? Answer: the label boss and his cohorts. Question: who is the person behind this label boss? And if you know their names, name names. Answer: Naira Marley, C Black, My C. Question: who is this C Black? Answer: Naira Marley's signee. Who is My C? Answer: he used to be my husband's friend. Question: do you know his real name? Answer: his name is Michael. Sid, and I don't know Sid's name. Tunde, Sheyi, and there's a guy called West. So people saying that Wumi never mentioned names of the oppressors of Mohbad, and if you check the Twitter the teacher I read on the was it the 6th day, or be the 16th day of October 2022, Mohbad mentioned all these names also, all of them. So, so this is in page 231 to 232. But if you want to take it very well, because she was mentioning.
ẹ má dìbọ́ǹkì kò sí nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ ṣe wọn ò ní interest nínú CCC wọ́n ní kò tí sọ̀rọ̀ ó sọ̀rọ̀ nínú CCC wọ́n ní kò tí sọ̀rọ̀ ó grant interview wọ́n ní kò dárúkọ orúkọ pọ̀ wọn ò ká wọn ò ní interest nǹkan táwọn kò fẹ́ mọ̀ ni pé Wùmí pa all this nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe it's not as if they didn't see it wọn olórí burúkú ni wọn ọ̀rẹ́ ọ̀ ní interest all they want to say is Wùmí pa Mohbad ó tán. It's not as if they didn't know. At least bó ti yẹ pé Papiano kà ní ABC 1 2 3 ó tà ní talantolo ṣó kà tán bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ lòpọ̀nù ṣé the sniper ni the best reader náà tó ní lórí Papiano tó ń lò ń gbà yẹn tó máa ní kí yẹn máa béèrè pé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe. It's not as if they don't know. ṣe báwọn tó lọ sí inquest náà sọ fún wọn gbogbo orúkọ tó dá but they don't have interest. See, where we start getting it right is why are they saying Wumi have not said anything? Èyàn ò lè sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kó grant interview like 4 or 5 stations kẹjẹ tó máa sọ pé kò tí she should say something. So all they want to hear is I killed my husband. That is the only thing they want to hear. Tí ò jẹ́ wọn jẹ́ bọ́ọ̀sì alóògùn kò lè ṣeé ṣe bí babaláwo bá wọn ṣe kò lè èdè ò lè mú kó sọrú ẹ̀ torí kò ṣe. And that is what they want to hear. Wọ́n á ti sa èdè oríṣiríṣi wọ́n á ti sàṣàṣì oríṣiríṣi. She didn't do it. So kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sálógùn gan ìṣẹ̀dá ẹ̀ ò ní gbàbọ̀dẹ̀. Nǹkan tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ló máa sọ. Mr. Dawo, continue, ẹ má bínú.
So, well, nǹkan tẹ́mi kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé tá bá wo Twitter account Mohbad, mo gbé wa débẹ̀, mo dẹ̀ ka word for word. Mohbad ó dárúkọ wọn. Wùmí náà ó dárúkọ every one of them ni Wùmí náà dárúkọ. Mohbad ó dárúkọ wọn. Káwárí èèyàn kan kó sọ pé òun grant interview òun try láti exonerate wọn òun ló mọ̀.
Kò jẹ́ ìgbèkùjẹ ní bá wọn kú gbì orí ìyẹ́ orí bàbá ẹ̀ ò ní gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀ orí ọmọ ẹ̀gan ò ní jẹ́ kí gbogbo ẹ̀ nǹkan kò tí ò ṣe kò ní pa mọ́ra ẹ̀.
Táìbọ̀ yìí sọ yí pé Wùmí ẹni tó ń wá justice orí ẹ̀ náà ló máa fi fagbọn. Ó sọ
àwọn olórí
ó lé ẹni tó ń wá justice.
agbára Ọlọ́run àfi táyé ò bá jáyé mọ́ tọ́lọ́run ò bá sí lókè mọ́ lókè because that is the only thing táwọn people yìí máa ṣe tọ́ntọ́n ti ń try kò tẹ́tí pọ́n máa ṣe ẹ bá dúró ibi tán ti mórúkọ ọmọ yẹn lọ ni ṣèbí orí ìkànnì yìí lọ́n ti sọ orúkọ ẹ̀ lọ́n fi sí number 1 tí Jose àti kí lórúkọ Múríwá tán mú lọ sílé olóògùn orúkọ ẹ̀ ló wà number 1 ẹ mọ iye wọn tán ti lọ káàkiri tán ti máa lọ máa sa oògùn oríṣiríṣi lórí ọmọ yẹn kò dárúkọ orúkọ rẹ̀ rẹpẹtẹ yìí kò tí ì sọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ó ti grant interview ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ó ti sọ ẹni òun ni ìyàwó ẹnu ilé kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ o African TV mo rí ẹ lórí FYPC ò ní kú re ìṣẹ̀dá ò ní kò ní sùn re ikú kíkú ló máa kú ayé ẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ yàn pé it's been long I did this to you. olórí burúkú ẹ̀ ibi tó ti ń gbé black card kiri tó ń sọ pé Wùmí pa Mohbad mo rí comment ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ó lò ṣí àgbà òfò tó bá jẹ́ ìyàwó àlọ́ ṣe nǹkan kan ẹ wo ibùdó tí mo fi jí ní èyí pé mi ò tiẹ̀ ní sound sleep tó máa fi èpè bá ayé gbogbo yín jẹ́ ní èyí ni o ò ní ṣoríire ìwọ African TV yẹn ayé ẹ máa bàjẹ́ o ò ní jèrè àwọn ìṣíkíní tó bí ìjọ yẹn o ò ní jèrè wọn nǹkan tó mọ́wọ́ tó mẹsẹ̀ bí mo ṣe ń lajú látòjú orin ni mò ń pè sí ṣẹ̀dá ilé ni ṣẹ̀dá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ á gbà bọ̀dẹ̀ wọn ò ní láti sa oògùn púpọ̀ káyé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n ayé wọn tiẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́ ó ti fọwọ́ ara ẹ̀ bà ayé wọn jẹ́ fún pé o pe Liam gan lọ́mọ àlè tipẹ́tipẹ́ o tún ń lọ káàkiri ń síbi tó ti ń sọ pé yẹ ẹ̀ pa ẹ́ o lọ ń kọ́mẹ̀ntì síbẹ̀ o ò ní fi ọwọ́ ẹ̀yìn ò ní fi gbóhùn rere ṣe mọ́ láyé nǹkan tó kù tó máa fọwọ́ ẹ̀yìn ẹgbẹ́ wa máa fi gbọ́ ọmọ sí ni ayé ẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ ní tọmọtọmọ. mo ṣe ń lajú lójú oorun lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì ni mò ń fún yín léni gbogbo yín ti bá gbére léni ẹ̀ ní bọ́ nínú ẹ̀ èèyàn kò ní láti lọlé babaláwo fún orúkọ ìfọ́nfáyé láti bàjẹ́ nobody dey go babaláwo for that ẹ̀yin ẹ máa mú orúkọ lọlé babaláwo o ò ní jèrè gbogbo àwọn ìṣìkan orí tó bí yẹn bó ṣe ń tààrà káàkiri ayé tó ń wọ palm slipper tó ń dẹ̀gbẹ́ káàkiri yẹn bó ṣe máa wọ kiri ayé nìyẹn.
àbí àṣẹ ọbọ jèrè lẹ́yìn ọjà o ò ní jèrè. gbogbo náà ló máa
lórí burúkú àmà wá bíbá àmà sọ wá kí wọn ni ó lo ṣe àmà lọ káàkiri
ó dẹ lọ́dọ̀ kí mọ́kàn nínú wọn lórí
burúkú yẹn mọ̀ pé gbogbo ṣùgbọ́n àwa náà láwọn èèyàn bẹ gbogbo kọ́mẹ̀ntì orí burúkú tí gbogbo yín kọ gbogbo ẹ̀ là ń mú bàlẹ̀ yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan ayé ẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ ni wọ bàbá òṣì bàbá òfò òun láṣọ àkútọ̀ paṣọ ìṣídà láṣọ kò ṣe báṣọ kan lára yín ayé yín ń bàjẹ́ ń rùn kiri ayé inú yín dẹ̀ ń dùn gbogbo yín dẹ̀ ṣòṣì kiri yẹn ẹ rí nǹkan rẹ tọ́ka sí láyé yín rí. She has not said anything. She should mention name. She has not mentioned name. She has not shaken it. Olórí burúkú iṣẹ́ ẹ̀rọ àwọn ọmọ kankan rán lọ school. Ẹ̀rọ ọmọ kankan rán lọ school tẹ̀lé sọ fún pé kó jókòó síbẹ̀ yẹn kó kàwé fún yín tẹ̀yìn ò bá tiẹ̀ lè ká. Ó tún ọ̀tá tún fìwé sílẹ̀ ó tún lọ sọ lẹ́nu ó tún lọ sí ti Yorùbá ó sọ ní Yorùbá kí lẹ tún fẹ́ ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire.
Olórí burúkú
kọ́kọ́ tí mo mọ̀ láyé yìí òun ni pé sẹ́ ìṣẹ̀dá ọmọ mi ò ní gbà bọ̀dẹ̀ ìṣẹ̀dá ilé àwòjẹ ní gbà bọ̀dẹ̀ nǹkan tí wọ́n jẹ́ gbì wọ́n jẹ́ ní bá wọn kú gbì wọ́n jẹ́ ní kúkú ọ̀wọ̀ọ̀wọ̀ gbogbo yín ìfẹ́ mọ bẹ ṣe jẹ́ àtẹ bí àtàrà ni tẹ bá sá lóògùn tẹ bá sá ní àfọ̀ṣẹ orí àwọn ọmọ yín lẹ máa fi gbé.
àrígi ṣẹ́gi bá ṣẹ́gi báyìí orí ara ẹ̀ ló máa fi rù.
ọkọ ló fẹ́ kò dáràn no keep ẹ̀sìn gbogbo wa lájẹ̀ wá nílé ọkọ ajẹ̀lẹ́bí ọkọ alára ajẹ̀ ní fámìlì.
kí ló dé ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń wá wa kú wa kiri all in the name of owó olórí burúkú tẹ̀yìn fẹ́ rí ẹ ṣàfẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ pa ọ̀tá ọmọ lọ́mọ ẹ̀yin lẹ máa kọ́kọ́ kú o ikú tẹ̀ ń rò pa Wùmí àti Liam ẹ̀yin lẹ máa forí yín gbà tọmọtọmọ ìṣẹ̀dá yín àgbà.
wọ́n gbé placard don sọ Wùmí pa Mohbad ó lọ ń kọ́ síbẹ̀ good job wọ́n ṣe máa gbé lórí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àdá àwọn ọmọ náà bó ṣe máa gbé placard yẹn kiri ni.
yàgbọ́rọ̀ lọ́la ṣe ìlú mari.
àwọn ìgbé ọmọ kó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti mú ẹ sọ́wọ́ gbẹ̀yìn Africa TV ó ti pẹ́ kó lè mọ̀ pé kò sí gbogbo bí tẹ́ rìn sí táwọn èèyàn ọtí náà ò rìn síbẹ̀ wọ bàbá òfò bàbá játi olóṣì àtọrọ kékeré olóògùn olówó láti lóyìn òun gbà pékeré jẹ lọ́wọ́ kápẹ́ńtà olóṣì wọn àfàyè ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ sínú ẹ̀ ń dùn rẹ́rìn lóṣì kiri ó wọ pàṣípàṣ àkàrà sóòsù ó tún lọ dórí Yomi Hamzat náà ó wà àkàrà sóòsù olóòbùkú bàbá grandfather wa gan tó wà lábúlé gbọdọ̀ múra bó ṣe múra láyé rán aláyé bàjẹ́ àwọn ọmọ ẹ wọn máa kú pọ̀ wọ ọmọ ẹ lọ́wọ́ ni.
àṣẹ
gbọ́rọ̀ tó ọmọwọ́ tó ọmẹsẹ̀ báyìí wọ́n máa gbé lẹ́tà ọ̀fọ̀ máa gbé wá ka ẹ mọ́lẹ̀ ni wọ́n máa pè lórí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀.
ábírù ọmọ tó bí tó wà lamẹ́ríkà tó ní gírẹ́tì sí yẹn lọ́wọ́ olórí burúkú òòrè ẹ lọ gbé kó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ justice olóṣì bàbá yín bẹ.
at least I have to know àwọn tó mọ wọn ò pé wà lórí TikTok tó fi ń tọrọ owó tó bá jẹ́ yẹn náà ló bá ń ṣe náà wàá rówó gbà.
òun náà ni mo sọ̀dà.
Lárí Ọmọdíà ayé ẹ máa bàjẹ́ ní ọ̀rọ̀ African TV tí ẹ kọ́ ìwọ tó ń jẹ́ ìwọ Lárí Ọmọdíà yẹn ayé ẹ máa bàjẹ́ àwọn ọmọ ẹ máa ṣánkú mọ́ ẹ lójú
rẹ̀. ó para ṣòfò
lọ́sí ẹ̀ náà bọ́ ṣe bọ́ bí Yomi Fabiyi aláṣẹdànù olóṣì second best aláṣẹdànù of justice for Mohbad bó ṣe sórí burúkú dọ́dọ̀ àwọn ọmọ tó kú sínú kinní náà ní tó padà yẹ̀yẹ́ ń bẹ̀ náà o kàn ń ṣòṣì ń ṣorí burúkú ó ò tiẹ̀ lè bọ́nú ẹ̀ ayé ẹ̀ ò tiẹ̀ lè da ó ti kó a ó tún da ayé àtúnwá tó bá gbọ́ pé ó ti di gbére fún ìṣẹ̀dá ẹ̀ ó ti di gbére wọ́n bá ń pọ́n ní eré ń tọ́ kọ́kọ́ bọ̀ kò tún lè kàn ẹ́ mọ́ African TV.
ó jẹ́ kó gábí fi kọ́ra mọ́ ẹ lọ́sọ̀ ìtì ẹ̀ ta African TV.
mo máa ń sọ fún gbogbo yín o mi ò kí n tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣépè fún yàn tí ò bá ti dé gbóngbó because mo mọ̀ pé mi ò kí n lè kó padà kò jẹ́ sí mi ò sọ jáde rí kó má jẹ́ ìṣẹ̀dá èèyàn rẹ̀ ìtẹ́bù ṣe jì máa avoid lọ́tọ̀ máa dákẹ́ máa wò yín máa ṣe
yín. ẹni èpè wọ́n ń ṣe ẹni àdúrà.
Mr. Dawo ẹ continue má bínú ìkanra mo bá jí láàárọ̀ yìí because mi ò sùnrùn gidi and I'm going out for a very long day òun ló jẹ́ kí ara kan mi lé ní kí má lọ máa tòrò gbé níbi tí mo.
ògbórí ẹlẹ́wọ̀n ìṣọ́sta èdè síta tẹ́mi bá jí láàárọ̀ yìí.
Well, Dalo da petrol sínú platform láàrẹ̀. No wàhálà o. Larry, ìwọ ló forí kó skibo náírà. Hey, okay. Well, the reason why I'm playing the video, why we played the video, or while we went through all these posts of Mohbad was just this. Anybody trying to investigate how Mohbad lived his life, what he went through, and things like that, shouldn't be going to be asking questions, but should ask Mohbad himself. How did you live your life? Who were your oppressors? Did you mention their names? Now, I, for one, I've been saying something since last week. If the family don't come out to talk about the bullying aspect, I'm not going to say anything. I'm only going to come on social media and just share whatever I know is shareable. At least this issue of this guy, Fabian Blue, coming out to talk about how he lived in the Malian's house. I had been on social media. It had been there for about 4 months. That video is about 4 months old. But I don't think anybody went, we didn't really listen to the content. I'd seen it before pop up on my YouTube notifications, but I was less concerned about it. But I don't know what just led me to it. I was going through today's stuff, and I was just like, oh, okay, this guy, what does he want to talk about? Now, going through Mohbad's Twitter, we noticed something, and it is something that I think Wumi is also fond of doing. These guys were Gen Zs. They were these millennium. I won't call them kids. Wumi is not a kid. Now Mohbad is not a kid, but they are these Gen Zs, the early Gen Zs. Like they live their lives on social media. Go through Wumi's Facebook page of 2017. Her relationship, everything, her love life, her school life, everything was always said on social media. Her love life with Mohbad, her birthday celebrations, how Mohbad, always talking about their love life and things like that. Same thing with Mohbad. Same thing with Mohbad. They are these social media geeks that whatever happens to them. In fact, tó bá fẹ́ bú Mohbad gan kò ní bú lójú ayé ojú kí ó ní that my nigga with the big head. A post like that on Facebook, then back. And the word nigga, it's not even I saw it in a post in 2017. I was just like, So even pé ó pe Mohbad ní nigga gan, no be 2023 ló ti ń pè o. More than 6 years ago, 6, 7 years ago ló ti ń pè bàbá yìí nigga, my nigga. They have so many fun names, stomach around and things like that. So I was like, oh. And that was why I said like go through his Twitter page. Going through his Twitter page, you see that he was promoting all his EPs, all his songs. He will promote them the day they're coming out. He talk about it. He talks about even his family. That was why I showed you one that I said, this place no be where we they collect from Papa. Now we they give Papa. We saw that tweet. It showed like he talked about his family. He's free to talk about his family. He talked about his friends, talked about things he loved, like promoting people, students singing his songs and things like that. Somebody was saying, what do you want to call fans of Mohbad? He replied the post, immunization, all this kind of stuff. We saw his lifestyle. And if you could check, Mohbad had a very good sense of diction. His composition of words was was top notch, and that is why you know that is for him to have a graduate of course the woman forgotten her course linguistics, linguistics. It showed that yes, Wumi had an impact on him. I was seeing their Facebook page, like Wumi Mama Tasi. All those kind of the kind of fun they had. So when he died and Wumi went on social media to voice her emotions, I wouldn't blame her for that. And I think that's the genesis of the whole issue she's having. That's just the genesis. Someone is busy going around social media trying to exonerate people that bullied him, whereas it's as if this person does not like Mohbad. That's the meaning. It is only if you hate Mohbad that you go against the bullying of Mohbad. It is if you hate him so much, that is when you say they never beat him, because his Twitter page has not been erased. His Twitter handle is still there. His Twitter handle is still there, and it contains everything without anybody deleting anything. So if he himself was expressing all what he was passing through with the dates and time stamps there, who are you to be questioning? Sure, no, or no, sure, no, or no? I'm not doing this just to say, oh, kiniko, but if the family and his close pals say, war no, war no, ló ń jẹ́ yẹn. That means pé Mohbad parọ́ nínú àwọn Twitter yẹn ni. Or AI ló fi generate gbogbo nínà tó nà yẹn. At least AI máa ń ṣègbò séèyàn lára, so AI ni Mohbad fi ṣeré nínú Twitter account. All the bullying aspects, all the bullying videos are in his Instagram handle. They are all in his Instagram handle.
No, Mr. Dawa ẹ má bínú, kò ń ṣe AI o. Wọ́n ṣe lọ update àwọn gbogbo àwọn status yẹn sìn. Somebody just updated it. Kò yé yín. So kò ń ṣe Mohbad gan ló gbé síbẹ̀. Àwọn èèyàn ló ṣe lọ generate ẹ̀. Àwọn wèrè gbogbo. Àwọn ìka. No Jerry, go ahead.
Well, it's just laughable that, and some people, some stupid people, I think it was this platform, we're streaming some people and they were like, what has Wumi done? And Kiniko. Yes, I've forgotten the name of anything. Before Inion Show started playing, Maxi Pressure, Eto streaming, Loro in Emoju. I think before Konibaje went to IT guys platform, some people were countering Otumba, and Otumba was trying to say Wumi was the one that instigated the coroner inquest. Yeah, it just seems as if some people don't really know that all these things on social media were the handiworks of Wumi. The grave was already cemented. The grave, not that it was filled up as in no. The grave was cemented, case closed, not the grave and shit. If you are saying Wumi wasn't seeking answers, her question that day or her request that day should tell you that she was confused about the death. Number one, I was talking to this guy about 15 minutes ago. A doctor is now coming out to tell me he don't buy. Let's go to another hospital. She mentioned that too. I don't think this hospital know what they are doing. They went to another hospital before reality dawned on her. But they still ensured that when the ambulance came, they had to still check him if he was still breathing. He was just in a state of coma. They didn't want to face reality, but this guy don't go. That was the list of the injuries this guy had ever had. I just showed you Mohbad's Twitter handle where he was showing injury marks on his body, on his neck, at his back, everywhere on his body, on his hands, everywhere. So why would a wife not be surprised like, this guy don't collect injection, no be today. This guy don't wound past this one before, no be today. No be today, this guy. And suddenly, just one small injury like that, they can't tell me say the guy don't die. No, lie, he never die. Tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ o, pẹ̀lú bí bọ̀bọ̀ ìṣe máa ń sá kiri, àbí wọ́n plan kìíní ni, àbí wọ́n rán nọ́ọ̀sì wa ni, àbí ṣé mistake ni. She was saying all this in the interview. And that was why she went to Falana Chambers, like, I need answers. Last year, January 11, there was a letter, there was a press release from the Falana Chambers explaining their situation of why they decided not to represent the family again. They explained everything in the press release. They explained that it was because Wumi came to them. Many people came to them, but it was when Wumi came to them that they took the initiative. They wrote to the Chief Coroner of Lagos State. They wrote to the Lagos State government demanding that the police must investigate. And the coroner inquest was instituted by the Lagos State government together with the Chief Coroner of Lagos State. It was well detailed in the press release. That it was Wumi's actions that prompted that. So all these things, and if you are saying, we are saying the actions of Baba went to sue the DPP, Wumi would only stay on a legal front. She doesn't need to be granting interviews on TikTok. For what? For what reason? Come out. If she wants to come out, she has. Oh, what is she doing? What must she come on social media to be explaining? Oh, this is what I'm doing. She has gone through the legal way of ensuring that yes, if the coroner inquest is going to answer the question of this is what killed your husband, whoever is responsible would head straight to the High Court. If she has done that, so to hell with whatever people are thinking that what should she do? Should she do? Should she kill herself? Or sorry, should she fire herself? She has gone through the legal route. Of course, the father wants to be alone. That was why he went to employ a son for himself. If you are thinking the son of Baba is representing the entire family, you're wrong. Because if anything, whenever you hear Adura, who is beside Adura? Lawyer Kabir. Mama, if anything, if my mama is going anywhere today, who is beside Mama? Lawyer Kabir. So, in the right sense of things, who is representing the Aloba family? In the right sense of things, Egbeyewu, in the right sense of things, between Lawyer Kabiru and Sanshitu, who is representing Aloba family? Why do you need a son for a coroner inquest? Are you guilty of something? Your son said I was beaten up. He was beaten up. He wrote all the evidences. He drafted a thread on Twitter. He put the video evidences there. And the only thing you could be talking about is to sue a DPP. Have you forgotten that the issue about the crime of Mohbad is different from the bullying of Mohbad? It's just incredible when you see this family not coming out. Now, if these people are saying they never did anything to Mohbad, who is Wumi in the scheme of things to now come out? No. The little she did concerning the crime of her husband, the death of her husband, look at what happened to her for the past 2 years. Look at what has been happening to her for the past 2 years, just concerning the crime of her husband that has nothing to do with the record label the husband was, but has to do with a nurse injecting her husband. Look at what the social media did to her. So you now expect her to come out again. No, I no go gree you, I no go gree. She'll now be the only person while the entire family keeps quiet. No. She doesn't have to break a sweat. She would only come as a witness, like she said. If you guys need me, if you guys call a case, you start a case against the bullying, and you need her to stand as a witness, she will. But if you are thinking she's going to be the fake.
Mr. Dawa, yesterday, lánàá yìí, nígbà tí wọ́n mọ̀ kó tó bá ti fún Kàrímọ́ jẹ lẹ́niwẹ̀ tó bá ti fún jẹ tó bá ti di pé bóyá nǹkan ṣe báyìí tó tí nǹkan bá ti ṣe ẹ máa tún rí pé ó máa tún sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lánàá yìí ó ní Wùmí ló lọ sí police station jù ó ní wọ́n ń pè bá ọ̀nà ń pè ó tún padà ló ní wọ́n question ẹ̀ again and again all over again. Lánàá mo esi amba mo fi gbọ́ àbí ẹ̀yin èèyàn ṣé mo parọ́ ẹjọ́ torí ọlọ́kọ báyìí pé bí a mú tún sùn time yẹn. Ó ní they were calling her again. Ó ní òun ló lọ sí police station jù. Ó ní tó bá tún ti ṣe ó ní wọ́n tún máa pè ó tún máa lọ. Lórí burúkú.
It's just because I have Emma share no soroton. So for you people to know what Wumi went through at some certain period. Sister Temi will share no soroton. They were sleepless nights, like, so you now want her, the little that happened, do you know the kind of trigger you want to trigger her? You now want her to come out, they interview this person, no, also and you expect her to come out to do what? If her own husband, who is a man, was always looking behind his shoulders, ṣé ìyàwó tó filẹ̀ kọ́ ni bàbá àti ìyá ọmọ yẹn ń sìn? So must she now buy herself and let the little boy remain, or not think about the security of her child? So I wonder when I was listening to the program from my sleep because these past days, Motuman based phone is speaker again. I listened to the program, I was just like, oh, okay, Otumba is making points there. This person, you are saying she should come out to do what? Have you ever lost someone that your whole life was being talked about on social media 247? That was the question IT guy asked that lady. Have you been bereaved before that your entire life, bó ṣe ń wọ pátá, bó ṣe ń wẹ̀, bó ṣe ń ṣu, bó ṣe ń jẹun, was explained by people that never knew you on social media? This was how Wumi lived 2023 to 2024. This was how Wumi was living 2023. That every day 247 are cursing. So you now want her to come out when the people that were witnesses, eyewitnesses, ṣèbọ́kọ délé ló ń sọ fún yàwó pé àwọn máa nà mí báyìí o, or wá bá mi lọ hospital báyìí o, ibẹ̀ mo ti ń gba injection. Àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀, at least Josie sì sọ̀kan pé òun bá ní estate gate, Mohbad wá ní ẹ má wọrí, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ ilé, ẹ má wọrí mi lọ sí hospital, ẹ má ṣe kíni kan, ọ̀ṣẹ̀ nà òun tán ni. Josie still explained it. If he was an eyewitness and heard from his son about those incidences and decided not to do anything, who is Wumi? Let me even call her. Who is Wumi Adebanjo? I'm sorry, Wumi. You are an aloba. There's nobody that can take that away from you. But who is Wumi Adebanjo in the scheme of things? Àwọn tó jẹ́ aloba tẹ̀jẹ̀tẹ̀jẹ̀. Wọ́n ṣe nǹkan kan lórí bó ṣe ná ọmọ wọn. Ìwọ tó jẹ́ pé okó náà fi sọ ẹ́ di alọ́ba. I'm sorry, I have to be blunt to you today. But that's just the simple truth, and that is how I see things. Kò sí nǹkan tó kàn ẹ́. Except wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n á ní pé ìwọ náà wá jẹ́rìí o. Wá jẹ́rìí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Nǹkan ẹyọ kan ló fi já lọ́ba. Ọmọ tó bí àti marriage tó ṣe. Bóyí pé you don't have the same DNA with them. Tọ́ba wa látàárọ̀ dilẹ̀ ìwọ àti Kàrímọ́ ní DNA kan náà. Sorry to say, but you can never escape it. She's still your sister. That's just the simple truth. So if you watch these days, nothing but mo tẹ̀ like bí Statemi gan ṣe caution mi lánàá ẹ̀. Because it was because I heard something, I was just like, oh God. That was why I was reacting like that. Because look on me, I even said it. I'm not going to say anything concerning one interview. Oh, show relevance from me. You are not relevant in the scheme of things. If anybody has any evidence, gas station law. Gas station law. Social media is not a police station and it's not a court of law. If you have any evidence that we've been wanting for the past 2 years to prosecute Wumi, gas station law. So Wumi, I'm sorry if what I said now looks like an insult, but the truth is just this. You don't have the DNA of Aloba inside you. And there are little things you can do. And the only thing we expect you to do now, the most important legacy that this guy left is Liam. The most important legacy. And all what we want is that this boy must always have a smile upon his face. And he must have a parent watching over him. I repeat, he must have a parent watching over him. That means you must keep yourself hale and hearty. Keep yourself alive. Don't fall into anybody triggering you. Don't let anybody trigger you to come and say any nonsense on their behalf. Your son's happiness, that smile. I love you, mama. Mama. I love seeing those videos. I love seeing them. Like I said, me, I'm not Team Wumi. I am Team Liam. And the only happiness of Liam is that you are hale and healthy.
Oh,
And
same
you are
here,
always
same here.
taking.
Team Liam. Team
Yeah.
Liam.
If my
100.
boy has the parents watching over him, if my boy is always happy, knows that he has a loving mother somewhere, that is all I crave for presently. Tó bá wá kun àwọn òbí àti àwọn ará Mohbad pé ọmọ wọn sọ lórí Twitter, that's why I opened it. Ọmọ wọn sọ lórí Twitter, ó fi gbogbo evidence lé, ó fi àwọn videos lẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ pé ẹ̀wọ̀n nǹkan tó ṣe sí mi lára. Kọ́ wá sọ pé no irọ́ ni o, kò ná o, ó kọ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ni o, wọ́n fàgbà hàn ni. No problem. No problem. Birth certificate Wunmi Adébánjọ ló wà ń bẹ̀ o. Adébánjọ ló wà ń bẹ̀. Alọ́ba yẹn secondary certificate ni. Primary certificate ni birth certificate ẹ.
Ọkọ ló lọ fẹ́, ó dẹ̀ wish gan kó má jẹ́ orúkọ wọn gan. Àyẹ́ ẹ̀ gan
In a
orúkọ
few
bàbá wa là
years,
jẹ́. Àjẹ́
in
mi
a few
fi
years,
kíní
wàá
kan.
forúkọ yẹn lẹ̀ forever. In a few years, wàá forúkọ yẹn lẹ̀ forever. Wàá jórúkọ mi. Má ṣe root abọ́kọ kú. I know you are a lover girl, but
Ṣé ṣe gan. Ọkùnrin mi gan bàbá sáfù. You have to free yourself. Yeah. O ti try. Tó bá yẹ pé ọ̀tá ẹ̀ ló kú, Mohbad àti Dóbò àti move on.
Láì nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ẹ̀yìn. Nǹkan tí mo
ó
fẹ́
lè
sọ.
gbóbìnrin gan tẹ. I'm sorry to say, ó lè gbóbìnrin gan lẹ́sẹ̀ tó bá ń ṣe ìsìnkú ẹ̀ lọ́gbọ́n
Oṣù
lọ́wọ́.
méjì gan láti máa báyàn sùn.
We are not advising. Answer general talk me. This is not advice.
No, it's not an advice, so Remy Gold. We are just talking
Answer
generally.
reality ni.
So
What
that's the little I want to say. My own to play the video today. My own going through Mohbad's Twitter is just to let people know that this guy left evidences. If you guys believe that somebody is interviewing so many people and they are trying to say, no, Mohbad kọ́lẹ̀ o, ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ló fi kọ́lẹ̀ o, ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ló fi shoot video, kò ń ṣe AI yìí o, ó shoot video o, ó sọ síbẹ̀, ó porúkọ àwọn èèyàn tó nà òun o, ó sọ ẹni tó command wọn kán máa nà òun o, ó sọ gbogbo ẹ o. But if you think pé ọkọ̀ báwí ni as ọ̀gá sọmọṣẹ́, no problem. No problem. Tèmi ni pé kí Liam kó di fine boy, tó bá dàgbà kó náà fẹ́ yàwó kó bímọ, kí Wùmí náà kó máa báyìí pé yes, I tried. My suffering, all I suffered for, God turned them to blessings for me. That's my wish and my prayer for Wùmí. So ẹ̀yin mọ́mì wa mọ̀ pé lọ́rọ̀ láti sọ, ìyálóde tó wá sókè mọ̀ pé ọlọ́rọ̀ púpọ̀ láti sọ. So let me just pause here for now. Ẹ ṣé gan. Oya lóde press, oya ẹgbẹ̀rin àbẹ́ ẹgbẹ̀rin.
Agbẹ̀rin, Mr. Dawa, thank you so much. Thank you for everything, for revealing
I'm not ready
so
to
much.
eat that.
Mo ti gbọ́, mo ń bọ̀, ní sùúrù
I'm
fún mi.
not gonna ready to eat that.
Okay. Thank you so much for giving us updates, reminding us,
And
opening our mind to see more of exactly what is going on. And before I go ahead, Adewale, I'm talking, please. Thank you. Before I go ahead, I just want to say something. Ìwọ olórí ibú, afọ́jú. Don't think because of what you said, that is why we are doing all this. No, not for you or anybody. We're doing it to give our viewers, people that really cares about Mohbad, to open their mind, to let them see exactly what has been transpiring, exactly what happened to Mohbad. That is the reason. So don't think, oh, I gave them command and they are doing it. No, it's not. So now, that aside, it's quite unfortunate that Ileri, Olua, you just have to leave. It's quite unfortunate. We are all regretting that when you actually came out into when you were alive, you came out, you screamed, you shouted, you were like, they should help you, they should save you. But nobody could do nothing. And I think it's part of the reason why majority of the people that are backing you, that are rooting for you, that are fighting for your justice right now are hell-bent that no, you must get that justice. I'm not talking about people that are making money out of you, that they don't even want you to have the justice, but they are making a livelihood out of your demise. I'm talking about the original people that actually rooting for you, that want you to get the justice, even though you're no more, for your wife and your son to have a closure, so that they can have a closure and move on with their lives. You understand? And I pray, wherever you might be, I want your spirit to rest, and at the same time, I do not want your spirit to rest yet. I want your spirit to stand up. Mo fẹ́ kó dìde kó jà. Mo fẹ́ kó dìde bíkíbi tó bá wà. Má sùn o, má sinmi o. Because it's not yet time for you to sleep. It's not yet time for you to see me. Mo fẹ́ kó dìde kó jà. Gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ní ọwọ́ nínú ikú ẹ, kò bá jẹ́ obìnrin ni, kò bá jẹ́ ọkùnrin ni, kò bá jẹ́ abo, kò bá jẹ́ akọ, kò bá jẹ́ dúdú, kò bá jẹ́ funfun, kò bá jẹ́ kúkúrú, kò bá jẹ́ kíkà, kò bá jẹ́ gbígbẹ, kò bá jẹ́ sísọra, kò bá jẹ́ àwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn ẹ tán pera wọn ní disciples ẹ, ló snitch on you. Tí wọ́n tà ẹ́ fún àwọn tí wọ́n tán jẹ́ kán wọlé wá pa ẹ́ mọ́nulé. Ìlérí Olúwa, èmi ń pè ẹ́ ní àárọ̀ yìí. Mò ń pè Ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ. Ó ti kú. So mi lè sọ pé kò ń ṣe ti kú. Ó ti kú. Èmi ń pè Ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ kó dìde kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń jà. Gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá fẹ́ sabotage pé kán má rí justice. Gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ń ka tó ń tirakaka tó ń làkàkà wípé sẹ́ àní kíní yìí pàbó ló máa já sí. Mo fẹ́ kó pa wọ́n tọmọtọmọ. Tí ọmọ èmi fẹ́ kó pa wọ́n kó yànkè wọn. Kò bá anybody, kò bá jẹ́ bàbá tó bí ẹ ní ọmọ ló ní pé sẹ́ ò ní rí ìdájọ́ tó yẹ kó rí tó fẹ́ fi ẹ́ pa owó àníṣe mú lọ. Kò bá jẹ́ ìyá tó bí ẹ lọ́mọ ló ní pé ò ní rí ìdájọ́ tó yẹ tó mú lọ. Kò bá jẹ́ ìyàwó tó fẹ́ tó bímọ fún ẹ gangan fúnra rẹ̀, òun ló sọ fún ẹ pé àníṣe ò ní rí ìdájọ́, mú gbogbo wọn lọ. Ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá dínà pé sẹ́ ò ní rí ìdájọ́ yẹn, ìlérí Olúwa, àsìkò láti sùn fún ẹ ò tí tó. Kí ló ń sùn fún? Orun wo ló ń sùn? Orun ẹ̀wẹ̀. Wọ́n pè ẹ́ lẹ́jọ́, òun ò fẹ́ sùn. Irú orun wo ló ń sùn? Dìde kó jà. Gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá wà ní gbogbo orílẹ̀ ayé, kò bá jẹ́ Nàìjíríà, kò bá jẹ́ lókè òkun, ní ìwọ̀ oòrùn, ní gúúsù, ní àríwá, mo fẹ́ kí spirit yẹ kó dìde kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń bá wọn jà. Èyí tó bá máa kà kó bọ́ síta kó kà. Èyí tí wọ́n tó bá máa pa nínú wọn kó pa wọ́n. Èyí tí kóńdó bá máa fọ́ lórí jẹ́ kó fọ́ lórí, àṣìṣe kó máa bá gbogbo wọn. Kí wọ́n bọ́ta, kí wọ́n wá kà, so that wàá lè lọ sinmi, because ó ti pẹ́ jù ìlérí. Èyí tó sùn sínú bẹ̀ yẹn ó ti tó. Má sùn mọ́. Jí, má sùn. Jí ìlérí, jí, má sùn. Kó wá jà. Ìjà tó yẹ kó jà, wá jà. Jà kó má lọ, kó má bá tiẹ̀ lọ. Kó lọ sí another world bó ṣe máa ń sọ. Kó lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ilé ayé tuntun. Kó lọ gbégbé ayé tuntun. Kó fẹ́yàwó, kó bímọ síbẹ̀. Kó má bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń ṣe ilé ayé ẹ. Kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń lọ. Èyí tó ń rìn kiri nínú gbogbo àgbáyé ti tó. Ṣé kò sú ẹ ni ìlérí? Ṣé kò sú ẹ ni bó ṣe ń rìn kiri? Kí ló dé tó ń wo gbogbo wọn ràn fún? A ní gbogbo ẹni tó bá náwó nínú kú ẹsẹ̀, wọ́n ní kó dìde kó lọ mú wọn lọ. Má jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí ọ ìgbẹ́. In fact, what am I saying the end of the year? End of the year ti pẹ́ jù. Ó ti pẹ́ jù, oṣù yìí lèmi fẹ́. Jẹ́ kí àṣírí wọn tú. Jẹ́ kí gbogbo wọn kí wọ́n rí ẹ̀sìn. Kí ẹ̀sìn kan ṣẹ̀ sí àgbáyé. Ó ti mú wọn lọ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Ìkan ló kú lórí ibi tó ti ń sọ pé òun ṣe program fún ẹ. Tí kámẹ́rà tún yí sí ojú ẹ̀bẹ̀ tó jẹ́ ká rí. Nǹkan tí mò ń sọ nìyẹn. But ṣe reaction tó ń ṣe yẹn, ó ti slow jù fún èmi. Èmi fẹ́ kó ṣe kí ni? Kó mú gbogbo wọn lọ. Àwọn tó péré lọ́mọ ogun ẹ, wọn ò jà fún ẹ. Ó rò bí ó lọ́mọ ogun ni. Àwọn ọmọ ogun tó rò pé tó pé lọ́mọ ogun òun jà fún ẹ. Àwọn tó ò lérò sí. Àwọn tó ò fi ọkàn sí. Tó ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀ rí. Àwọn lọ́mọ ogun tó wá jáde fún ẹ sì tí wọ́n jà fún ẹ. And anybody say tó jẹ́po ẹ, tó jata ẹ, tó jẹyọ ẹ, tó ná nínú ìlágùn ẹ, tó bá ní ọwọ́ nínú kú ẹ, ìlérí èmi ń pè ẹ́ ní òwúrọ̀ yìí. Tó jẹ́ ọjọ́ àìkú ajé ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun èní ni wọ́n pè ní ìṣẹ́gun Tuesday ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun ìlérí dìde kó wá ṣẹ́gun dìde kó wá ṣẹ́gun kó gbógun ti gbogbo àwọn tó gbé tó ní ẹ lára gbógun ti wọ́n nínú Bible mi ò mọ Bible but I'm going to read it pé Olúwa gbógun ti gbogbo àwọn tó bá gbógun ti mi gbéjà ti gbogbo àwọn tó bá gbéjà ti mi gbogbo àwọn tó gbógun ti ìlérí Olúwa o dìde kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbógun ti wọ́n gbogbo àwọn tó pa ẹ́ tó gé ọjọ́ orí ẹ tí wọ́n gé kù tí wọ́n gé fèmù ẹ tí wọ́n gé kù ìlérí wa dìde láàárọ̀ yìí kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bá wọn jà ìlérí wa dìde mo pa ẹ́ láṣẹ níṣẹ́ àní kó yé sùn wọ́n jí dìde kó lọ mú gbogbo wọn kó mú gbogbo wọn lọ lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ní pé wọn ò ní fún ẹ ní fọkànbalẹ̀ ẹ̀fúndò tiẹ̀ ti lọ wọn ò ní fọkànbalẹ̀ ìlérí wa níwọ̀n balà wa lè ṣe fún ẹ gbogbo èyí tó kù sí wọ lọ́wọ́ torí bá ṣe mu ni wọ́n yí bírí bá ṣe mu ni wọ́n yí bírí bá ṣe mu ni wọ́n yí bírí ìwọ ló wá kù sí lọ́wọ́ kó dìde wọ́n ní bàbá tó bí ẹ lọ́mọ kó lọ rú ẹ olóhùn mọ́lé aláwo olóhùn mọ́lé oníṣègùn bíbélì yìí lòun mọ̀ bàbá tó bí ẹ lọ́mọ yìí òun ló lọ sí gbẹ́rẹ́ sórí òun ló jẹ àṣejẹ 1,500 bọ̀ kò lè lọ rú ẹ ìlérí Olúwa àníṣe tó bá jẹ́ bàbá tó bí ẹ lọ́mọ ó mọ̀ nípa ikú ẹ tó bá gbowó lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ikú ẹ tó bá ná 10 kọ́bọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ikú ẹ dìde ìlérí Olúwa kó mú lọ má mú lọ lẹ́rọ̀ jẹ́ kó ṣe ẹ̀sìn bó jẹ́ ìyá ẹ ni jẹ́ kí kankan náà kó ṣẹlẹ̀ bó jẹ́ ìyàwó ẹ náà ni jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ because ara ń ta wá àwa tá jẹ́ abiyamọ àti fojú fínà nítorí títí ẹ wọ́n ti gbé àwọn ọmọ wa wọ́n ti gbé wọn ṣàdúrà nítorí títí ẹ wọ́n ti gbé wọn tó bí wa tó dẹ̀jẹ̀ lé wa lórí wọ́n ti gbé wọn ṣàdúrà nítorí títí ẹ ilé lórí wa wá dìde kó wá jà enough of you sleeping enough of all your sleeping we can't take it no more nísìn a máa invoke yẹ ni a máa invoke Cindy can you please mute a máa invoke spirit yẹ nísìn ni ní bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ we'll be invoking your spirit with our voice we'll be invoking your spirit with our anger bóyá tá bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí invoke spirit yẹ tá ń gbé ẹ tá ń dààmú ẹ lójoojúmọ́ bóyá wàá rántí wípé wọ́n pè mí bí kan wàá wá tara ṣàṣà wàá lọ jàjà tó yẹ kó jà because enough is enough let your wife and your child let them have a closure they can move on tó bá ti jà kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ move on máa padà sí square one ní ìlérí promise dìde ṣé kó dìde òun rò sùn ti tó kíde kò ń sùn wọ́n sọ fún abiyamọ ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀ ń sùn kíde kò ń sùn ìlérí wò ti sùn jù láti 2023 wò ń sùn ṣe tíntíntì enough of doing it tíntíntì ìlérí ṣé kò ṣe wàdàwàṣà ṣé kò ṣe wùrùwùrù ṣé kò mú dédé wọn kọ́ má rí bá ti ṣe kọ́ má rọ́nà gbégbà wò Aries mo fẹ́ kó fọ́ ojú ẹ̀ mo fẹ́ kó sọ di arọ mo fẹ́ kó bá mi pa bọ́ kó tó kú yẹn bá mi jẹ́ kó di ẹlẹ́lẹ́yà bá mi ṣe yamayama jálajàla játijàti ṣòro òun ni number 1 tí ò fẹ́ kó rí ìdájọ́ ó pẹ̀lú àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn Naira Marley èmi sọ fún ẹni lérí ó mo mọ̀ pé ó rí èyí tó sùn yẹn ó ti tó ìlérí dìde kébà dìde ṣì máa wà platform kọ́ bá jẹun wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣì máa lọ sí tèmi kí máa invoke spirit láràárọ̀ kí n bá ti jí kí n bá jí láàárọ̀ ṣì máa invoke spirit ẹ̀ kí máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sọ̀fọ̀ sí kó dìde jí kó má sùn òun rẹ̀ ṣe ń sùn èrò sùn yẹn ti tó ó dẹ̀ jókòó ń wòran Naira Marley àti Sam Larry tún jáde wọ́n náà wò fọwọ́ pọ̀ ìlérí.
àwọn náà kọ́ ẹ máa jẹ òun náà kọ́ bó ṣe ń ṣe oògùn ti bí ló ń fògùn rí òkú ẹ̀ náà wọlé òun náà àwọn náà ẹsẹ̀ wọn gùn
àwọn náà ní jẹ́ kó sí mi
náà gbóná.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo mọ àwọn náà ní jẹ́ kó sí mi wọ́n ṣe ń surprise yẹ àwọn àgbà máa fi àdúrà àti ẹkún àti gbogbo àmà máa fi máa lé ẹ dìde wọ́n ṣe ń suppress yẹ àwọn máa lé ẹ dìde nǹkan tá a máa ṣe ń sìn nìyẹn enough of all those you're sleeping wake up go and do the do it ìlérí jí enough let me use my mark for now I need to do school runs President over to you.
àti pè ẹ́ wà wá bí a mọ́ òkú ọlọ́mọ ò gbọ́dọ̀ sùn o. Ìlérí Olúwa promise dìde ńlẹ̀ kó lọ fi wọ́n lákàlàkà. Ẹni bá gbowó nínú justice yẹn tó ń dàrú tó fẹ́ dá lórí ìyàwó ẹ̀ tó
pa wọ́n lójijì immediate pa wọ́n lakóńdó mọ́ wọn lórí pa wọ́n anybody tó bá gba owó lórí tí ẹ̀.
dìjà o promise bàbá Liamu jẹ́ lòyẹ torí ẹ̀ jẹ́ ní Liamu promise bàbá Liamu dìde wá gbèjà ọmọ ẹ̀ o ọmọ ẹ̀ ò lè jà fún rẹ̀ kò lágbára o dìde ìwọ ló máa jàjà yìí o ó ti ní tó bá lọ tán ó máa ráwọn disciple ẹ̀ o àwọn disciple ẹ̀ làwọn á pè ẹ́ báyìí o kó dìde wọ́n tún fẹ́ pa obìnrin tó fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ tọ́jú ẹ̀ o kó dìde kó jà yìí tó sùn tó àwa mọ̀ pé gbogbo bó ṣe ń rẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ kó máa jà àwa wá pè ẹ́ ní kíkọ àwa ìyá Ọ̀pàkí Ọ̀làkẹ́ á pè ẹ́ lọ́sàn-án yìí o kó dìde ní o kó lọ jà máa bẹ́ wọn lórí lọ yìnbọn fáwọn fake nigga tatatata máa bẹ́ wọn lórí lọ kí ibi kò já wọn jà kí tírélà kò máa pa wọ́n. a ti pè é àwọn òpè é fún àpè é fún kíní o àpè é kò dìde kò jà.
ẹ jẹ́ sáré sọ nǹkan kan fún yín if you want to call òkú.
ẹ bá wa sọ èdè sí ẹ bá wa sọ èdè sí.
ẹ dúró tẹ bá fẹ́ pè é dáadáa tẹ fẹ́ kó bínú ẹ forúkọ ìyá ẹ pé orúkọ ìyá náà fi ń pe òkú ìlérí Olúwa máa bọ́sẹ̀ dé ẹ máa forúkọ ìyá ẹ máa fi pé.
ẹ dúró ìyá gan ti gbàgbọ́dé báyìí ẹ jẹ́ ká lo promise ìlérí Olúwa.
èmi tí mo bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ president mo ń sọ fún yín òkú ni ìlérí Olúwa máa bọ́sẹ̀ dé inú abọ́sẹ̀dé ló ti jáde ẹ fi pé whatever the may be ẹ fi pé.
ọmọ ẹ ló fẹ́ jà ó sẹ̀dí òwá kò wá justice ó ti gbowó Liam ò tí ì gbowó ní owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ àtọ́ ẹ̀.
mo ti gbọ́ president mo ń sọ nǹkan fún yín ẹni bá ti fẹ́ pé ẹ pé wọ́n ní.
ó ga o àwọn abọ́kù sọ̀rọ̀ ló dẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ báyìí it's okay it is well ta ló wá ń jù yín nù báyìí ó dáa o ẹ jẹ́ kí mi sáré sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ káàárọ̀ o gbogbo lé o ẹ káàsán o in as much as a ti sọ wípé a ní ṣe analysis a ní sọ nǹkan kan lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí mọ́ ìgbà míì máa ń wà tó jẹ́ wípé èèyàn ò kí ń lè mú mọ́ra èèyàn máa need láti sọ̀rọ̀ most of the things tí mo fẹ́ sọ Mr. Dawa ti sọ so it's just gonna be like a repetition because bó ṣe bí gbogbo kíní yẹn ṣe bó ṣe ń sound ní bó ṣe ń sound ní orí mi a sọ̀rọ̀ nípa of course a sọ pé a ní sọ mọ́ because wọ́n sọ pé tiwa ti pọ̀ jù a dẹ̀ sọ pé a ti fi sílẹ̀ fún àwọn títí wọn ò pọ̀ kí àwọn náà kí wọ́n continue níbi tí àwa bá dé but once in a while kò sí bá a ṣe ní máa mẹ́nu lọ síbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn nǹkan tí a bá ń rí. Fídíò tí Mr. Dawa play fún wa a gbọ́ nǹkan kan tí kí lórúkọ bọ̀bọ́ yẹn tó sọ níbẹ̀ he said he lived with the Malians for 3 years and wọn ò fún ní anything and he also said while he was there he was paying for electricity like maybe in every 3 days wọ́n kàn lè béèrè 5k lọ́wọ́ òun and he also said room tóun wà gan kò sí socket tóun lè fi plug tóun lè fi charge fóònù òun gan which is pé kò sí iná nínú ibẹ̀ yẹn gan and he was paying for the electricity bill. ẹjọ́ kí ni a fẹ́ sọ eléyìí bí ìgbà téèyàn wà nínú oko ẹrú bí ìgbà tí wọ́n múyàn tí wọ́n he was paying for electricity. He said for at least maybe every 2 days ó máa gba 5,000 ní ọwọ́ òun fún owó iná tí kò lò and bọ̀bọ́ yìí tí wọ́n ń kọrin fún yín you didn't pay him. He said òun wá sọ pé òun need owó because òun fẹ́ help mọ́mí òun àbí kinní kan and up till date wọ́n san royalty ẹ̀ fún, and that was the same issue tí Mohbad tó ní pẹ̀lú àwọn people yìí. And if I could remember, there was a time tí everybody sọ wípé Wumi ló jẹ́ kí Mohbad ní problem pẹ̀lú àwọn Malians, why tó ṣe lọ mú kúrò níbẹ̀. Ṣebí rí ẹni tó wà live tó jáde tó wá sọ síbẹ̀, nígbà tí wọ́n ń béèrè àwọn nǹkan kan, ó ní I think I am going too deep, like kò lè sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, nǹkan tó ju ẹ̀ rí ó ju bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ, but kò lè sọ, ó níbi tó lè sọ dé. Bó ṣe sọ wípé ó ń wo ẹ̀yìn, he probably went to that interview with his crew, Baby Soft Life, if we see in the comment, either with his crew or with his lawyer. Bí àwọn àtàwọn crew ni wọ́n jọ lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn, or lawyer, he was looking back. Maybe am I still on track? I hope I am not talking too much. Àwọn ẹlẹ́mọ̀ máa sọ fún pé okay, go ahead, no, stop there. Nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Kẹ́lẹ̀ mọ̀ nǹkan tí àwọn people yìí ẹrù tí wọ́n ti fi sínú life wọn. They cannot even come out to talk about their experience in that house. He said he couldn't do a lot of things níbẹ̀ yẹn. That's why I told you, okay, I don't belong here. That is the person that has the fear of God. So tẹ́ bá wá sọ wípé Wumi mú Mohbad kúrò nínú ibẹ̀ yẹn, probably he got to some point and she was like, no, we cannot be doing this anymore. We need to get out of this house. Nǹkan tẹ́ sọ nìyẹn o. Nǹkan tẹ́ sọ nìyẹn o, wípé Wumi ló mú kúrò níbẹ̀. But bàbá ẹ̀ sọ wípé ọjọ́ tí Mohbad lọ sọ fún Naira Marley pé òun ò sínú kíní mọ́, ó náà fi àwọn sílẹ̀ nínú ilé ni o. Ó fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ nínú ilé fúnra ra ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ lọ síbẹ̀. Ọjọ́ yẹn lọ sọ pé wọ́n nà ní ọjọ́ yẹn. Tí gbogbo wa bá rántí, wọ́n tún nà ní ọjọ́ yẹn. And this same father said, wọ́n fi àjùlọ hàn ọmọ òun ni. Then what are you expecting from the girlfriend, ọmọ Wumi Cynthia Adebanjo? What are you expecting her to do? Ngbà tó wá síta tó wá sọ̀rọ̀, it was a statement and a write-up. Òun ló fi sínú situation tó wà up to bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. What else are you expecting from her to come and say when the family says wọ́n fi àjùlọ hàn ọmọ òun? When the boy was alive, the father couldn't do nothing, the mother couldn't do nothing. Okay, nísìnyí ọmọ Wumi ni kó wá shoulder responsibility yẹn. Ẹ rí pé ọmọ ọlọ́mọ là ń rán níṣẹ́ dé tòrutòru. Ọmọ ọlọ́mọ là ń rán níṣẹ́ dé tòrutòru. Now it has gotten to a point that Josie can no longer do anything to these people, and it feels like, who else can I use? Okay, Wumi ni mo lè lò. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Wumi bọ́ta wá, kí Wumi wá sọ̀rọ̀. Josie, you failed. Ìwọ fúnra ra ẹ tó sọ wípé wọ́n fi àjùlọ hàn ọmọ ẹ ni. Fúnra ra ẹ náà ló mọ̀ síta pé rárá o, wọ́n ò fi àjùlọ hàn ọmọ. Maybe tó bá bọ́ síta nígbà yẹn, tó bá sọ pé wọ́n ò fi àjùlọ hàn ọmọ ẹ o, wọ́n nà o, wọ́n ṣe báyìí fún, wọ́n ṣe báyìí. Maybe a lot of people will also come out láti wá support it. But for now, carry it. It is your responsibility as a father to look after your children. Carry it now. You said, ngbà tí wọ́n nà, ó sọ wípé daddy mi, wọ́n ti nà mí tán, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ. But ó lè lọ síbẹ̀, lọ faraya, ó ní tìtorí ajá. But ó di wípé ẹ fẹ́ call wọn out nísìnyí. Ẹ wá ti Wumi sí pé kí Wumi jáde kó wá sọ̀rọ̀. And I also want to believe that tí síta lásán pé kó wá sọ̀rọ̀. You guys are expecting her to come out and bring out the evidences tí ó ní lọ́wọ́, so that you will know where else to, to go on how to defend these foolish people. You are expecting her to bring out evidence tó bá ní lọ́wọ́. Ẹ fẹ́ mọye evidence tó kù. Àmọ́ nǹkan tọ́mọ yìí ní lọ́wọ́. Okay, nísìnyí, ẹ jẹ́ ká pariwo báyìí nísìnyí pé kó bọ́ta. You think you can bring her out? Pẹ̀lú gbogbo ariwo tẹ́ ń pa yìí. You think you can do that? Ẹ ń lo kíní, ẹ ń lo VDM. You think you can pressure her to come out and start spilling things? You think you can do it? Maybe you should try harder. You need to try harder in order to bring her out. If she will be coming out, she will be coming out on her own. She will never succumb to your pressure. You feel about pressurize, say, okay, this is the time for you to talk. And now, Rama Bakoke, and what's ready last week, let me come out. Let me bring.
Funny enough, is it not the wife, the wife,
yeah, now you people are calling her the wife. The wife. Now the wife should come out. The wife should shake kiniko. Mommy Cynthia Adebanjo mani kon she aloba o. No, she's not. I mean, she's not an aloba. But she saw no lashima buying career. And at the same time, you are attacking this platform because I feel we pay this platform we have enough evidence. You want us to come out. And you know that Nkotaba Solori platform it will go viral. You want to use us. No, use your brain. You use your brain now. Use your brain. You cannot be using us because in kota ba se ni bi bayi o le sese ma lo jókòó tì le sese ma analyze le sese ma ọpọlọ yan e ma sọ fún pé ó dàbí wí pé báyìí o but this time around we are done and dusted. We are done. If we want to come out, we will come out on our own. And you call them out to wajade, and you call them out pe iṣẹ́ fún wa, ipe o ya iṣẹ́ ti ya o e bota e wa ṣe. No, we are not doing that anymore. If you think you can do it better than us, you go ahead and do it. You are bringing VDM out. For what, Gongo, exactly? But on this side, we appreciate you bringing him out because this guy came out just to exonerate and want to say one bully Mohbad. Oh, bossita, but kini yen o yi mo lowo. Mi ò gbọ́ nǹkan tó ní driver sọ, but now they said driver ti sọ pé ìjà ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tí Mohbad punch glass this crime boy was there. Only one lay and he lied that Mohbad ti kíní ó tún gbé Prado wo kí n ti bá fún kíní lẹ́sẹ̀ báwo lẹ ṣe máa ṣe báwo ni kíní kan ọwọ́ yẹn máa yá ni ọwọ́ yẹn máa ṣe kíní kan but the driver that was there now ó ti confirm again. So what are you going to do? So she driver show paromo prime boy ni. At this point, you need to settle it for arayin. Ibi te ba le rin si evidence te ba le get. All the evidence are out there. Baba fúnra rẹ̀ fi anu rẹ̀ sọ pé wọ́n wá pé òun pé wọ́n ti ń nà ọmọ òun lọ síbẹ̀. Àbí a rí fídíò. Okay, kí ni ìyá àti bàbá kí ló lọ bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún lọ́dọ̀ Naira? Naira ò ná. Sam Larry ò ná wọn ṣe nǹkankan fún. Bàbá kàn wá lọ bẹ̀bẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n wá kàn lọ bẹ̀ pé a kàn ń bẹ̀ ó ti torí ọmọ wa ni. Kí ni reason tí wọ́n fi lọ bẹ̀bẹ̀? Abẹ́ rí fídíò ibi tí màmá ti ń kúnlẹ̀ tí wọ́n bẹ̀bẹ̀ ni. Màmá fúnra ara wọn gan náà dẹ̀ pariwo ẹ bá mi wá náírà. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ wípé ó ní ìkọ̀kọ̀ tí màmá náà rí tó fi ń pariwo wípé ẹ bá mi wá náírà. Bọ́ bàbá sọ wípé wọ́n fi àjùlọ ọmọ òun ni àbí ọmọ sọ pé bá mi nà ọmọ mi ò dénú ọlọ́mọ bọ́jọ́ sí sọ wípé bó ṣe bá òun nà ọmọ òun yẹn ó dùn mọ́ òun kí wá ní problem tiwa kí wá ní headache tiwa. On this side you can call us whatever. We are here to support Omowumi and Liam. Ṣẹ́rẹ́ni tó kú ó ti kú ṣó máa get justice ìyẹn kù sí ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run. The only justice we are seeking here is stop widows victimization. You need to stop it. You need to stop it. It's getting out of hands. This has it has been happening. Láti ayé àwọn ya wa. But social media is bringing it to light now. You all need to stop it. I need láti stop ẹ. Tí ọkọ bá ti kú, ìyàwó ló pa. For God's sake. Tó bá jẹ́ wípé ọkùnrin ni ṣọ́kùnrin ò ti ní move on ni. Ṣebí ọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn kan ni wọ́n gbé jáde tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ òkú tó dẹ̀ parọ́ pé ìyàwó òun kú just because ó fẹ́ marry ẹlòmíì. But tó wá pé obìnrin ló ṣe. Tó wá pé obìnrin ló parọ́ wípé ọkọ òun kú tọkọ ò dẹ̀ kú nítorí pé ó fẹ́ fẹ́ ẹlòmíì. Ẹ ti nail on the cross. Why are we doing this? A ní obìnrin ní ẹ̀gbọ́n, a ní obìnrin ní àbúrò. Ìmí inú wa bí ọmọ obìnrin ló bí wa. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ló dé? Kí lobìnrin rà nígbà yín? And even with gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí tẹ̀sí rí báyìí nísìn, a lot of you still don't believe. Kí Wumi jáde ní 1 million times, you will not believe her. A lot of you are saying, Ingbawo, òun ló yẹ kó jáde, òun ló yẹ kó sọ̀rọ̀. When she was supposed to come out and seek justice for her husband, the only thing she was trying to save herself and her son. Rather than her coming out, láti wá sọ̀rọ̀ wípé nǹkan báyìí ló ń ṣe, nǹkan fúnra rẹ̀ ṣe máa survive ló wá. So what do you expect her to do? What do you expect her to do? And bully ẹ káàkiri, and yet you want her to come out and talk. Kí ló fẹ́ bá yín sọ? Sakiki nìyẹn. He used to be Josie's supporters, but the day he went to the inquest, tí ọmọ mi sọ̀rọ̀, máa sọ pé no. Irọ́ làwọn tó ń lọ sí inquest wá ń sọ. That was when he changed his mind. Kí ló dé gan-an? Ta ló ṣẹ̀yìn? Ta nẹni tó ṣẹ̀yìn gangan? Tẹ wá fìkan rẹ̀ mú àwọn èèyàn. Ẹni tí ẹ mọ̀ rí, ẹ fẹ́ máa yọ oró nǹkan tí ẹ mọ̀ rí. A rí lára yín tó sọ wípé bí ọ̀rẹ́ òun kan ló gba ìyàwó òun àbí kinní kan ìyàwó òun kọ̀ òun sílẹ̀ ó gbalé ó ṣe kinní kan. Ẹ wá ń fi kan rẹ̀ mọ́ ẹni tí ò mọ ọwọ́ tí ò mọ ẹsẹ̀ níbẹ̀. For God's sake. Most of you need help, oh. You need help. And if you need it, seek for the help that you need. Ẹ lọ seek fún help yín tẹ́ need. Ẹ má wá fi frustration yín. Don't come and put your frustration on mommy. This is somebody you don't even know. You don't know anything about her. But tẹ́ bá máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ báyìí, àfi bíi pé ẹjọ́ ń jẹ, ẹjọ́ ń mu ni. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ló dé gangan? Now you are saying the wife should come out. All of a sudden she has become the wife. For real? Ó ti di wife nísinsìnyí. Nígbà tí tẹ́ bá máa sọ̀rọ̀ débi ọ̀rọ̀ owó àbí royalty, Baba will be in charge of kinní kan, Baba will ṣe kinní kan. Now, wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀. And in the first place, are you guys not even thinking, Josie sùn wọn, kí ni Josie sùn wọn fún? Ṣebí nǹkan táwọn èèyàn ń pariwo Naira Marley àti Sam Larry fún ni wípé the way tí wọ́n fi bully ẹ̀, nobody, kò sẹ́ni tó sọ wípé Naira Marley àti Sam Larry ló pa, kò sẹ́ni tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn videos tí à ń rí wípé wọ́n bully, why can't he sue them for bully? Why tó jẹ́ wípé ó lọ sùn wọn pé kéèsì yìí, okay, wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n sí bẹ́ẹ̀, wọ́n ṣe kinní kan. That one is aside. Kẹ́fì mọ̀ wípé ẹ wò, ìyàmó náà sọ fún yín, wọ́n ní Josie ó ń yàgbẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń pọ̀lá lójú ara yín báyìí nísìnyí o. Ẹ fi pé Josie ń ṣe the right thing o. Josie tó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe. Ó mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe bó ṣe wà yẹn. Inú yín dùn pé ó bá yín sùn wọn. Ṣé ẹ ti ẹ̀ mọ̀ bóyá plan wọn ni, bóyá arrangement wọn ni, so that kẹ́ẹ̀tẹ̀ lè gbẹnu kúrò pé bàbá yìí dẹ̀ ṣe báyìí, bàbá yìí. Because òun fúnra rẹ̀ gan mọ̀ pé kò sí kẹ̀sì nínú nǹkan tó gbé wọn lọ fún tó sùn wọn sí. Kò sí kéèsì nínú yẹn. Tó bá pọ̀ sùn wọn fún harassment and bullying ni, that's a different thing entirely. But wọ́n sùn wọn wípé wọ́n yọ orúkọ wọn kúrò nínú àwọn tó ṣe kíni. Okay, tẹ̀jẹ́ ká, let's just assume pé okay, nítorí ọba sí ilé yẹn ò mí pé kò lè ṣe. But this time around, nígbà tí kíni ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀, they were not around. Orúkọ wọn ò tiẹ̀ sí nínú ibẹ̀ rárá. Maybe as time goes on, tí kíni investigation bá débẹ̀, maybe they can invite them. But as at now, à ń rí gbogbo videos bó ṣe bully, bó ṣe ń nọmọ yìí kiri. Bàbá orí yẹn ṣe wá lọ sọ pé Josie kan gbà yín ni, but wẹ́ṣá àti kọ́ wípé yín náà máa ṣe àṣedànù ni. Àṣedànù tá dẹ̀ kọ́ mọ́ yín yẹn, ẹ máa ṣe dójú àmì. Tẹ́ ẹ bá tí ì ṣe dójú àmì, ẹlòmíì kó má rí owó lé san kí wọ́n lè kúrò nílé, ní bọ́ nínú ẹ̀. Until tẹ́ bá ná gbogbo owó yín tán tí ẹ rí owó, tẹ́ ẹ rówó ná, tẹ́ ń tọrọ owó kiri, bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe máa rí fún yín. Èèyàn kú, ó sọ pé òun ò gbà pé ẹni yìí kú, kó tún gbé lọ sí ibòmí pé kí làwọn people yìí sọ, wọ́n tún gbé. What else do you want her to do? Driver sọ wípé ó sọ pé káwọn lọ hospital, wọ́n ní mo sọ pé òun ò lọ. What do you want her to do? And ẹ má gbàgbé, she has to take care of a 5-month-old baby. Kí ló dé tí ẹ ní ìtara rárá. Ta ló kó bá yín? Ta ló ṣẹ̀ yín? Ta ló kó bá yín? If you don't have love from home, I mean, try to create one for yourself. Create one for yourself. Kí ló dé torí Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run á mú yín o. Tẹ́ bá fi pé yín ò lè mú. Mọ́ mi ò ní agbára kankan, because a lot of people will say, can't she sue this? Can't she ṣe kíní kan? Can't she ṣe? Ọlọ́run ló ń ja ìjà ẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe àwa gan tá ń rojọ́ bí báyìí. Àwa kọ́. Ọlọ́run ló ń ja ìjà mọ́ mi. Ọlọ́run tó dẹ̀ ń ja ìjà yẹn, ó máa bá jà délẹ̀ ní agbára Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run tó ń bá ja ìjà yìí, ó máa jà délẹ̀ ní agbára Ọlọ́run, because sọ wípé Ọlọ́run opó ni òun. Opó lẹ̀ ń gbógun tì. Ọmọ aláìní bàbá lẹ̀ ń gbógun tì. Bible sọ̀rọ̀ nípa opó àti ọmọ aláìní bàbá bí Ọlọ́run ṣe kí ẹ̀ tó nípa wọn. And that's the reason you can never ever overcome her. Ẹ lè rí mú. Because to you, only Godfather kan níbì kan, ó láwọn kan tó ń gbowó fún ìgbà kan lẹ sọ pé èèyàn kan wà l'Abuja tó ṣe kinní kan, èèyàn kan ṣe kinní kan. Ẹni gbogbo àwọn tá sọ wípé ó ní Godfather ṣe kinní kì í. Ìyí tí mọ́ mi ní ó ju gbogbo yẹn lọ, ó ní Ọlọ́run tó dá ayé àti ọ̀run, Ọlọ́run tí gbogbo ẹ̀mí èèyàn wà ní ọwọ́ ẹ̀, òun ni ọmọ mi ní. So now tell me, how do you want to fight that battle and win? How? Anytime in baja, tí Ọlọ́run gbèjà ẹ̀, how do you want to win such a person? Ẹ sọ fún mi. Báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ win ẹni yẹn? Ẹ lè win ẹ kàn máa ṣe lásán ni. Ẹ máa ṣe lásán ni. Ó lè dàbí wípé tẹ́ bá sọ pé ẹ ṣe lè anyhow, wọ́n ti lọ ẹ wo ayé Aries ayé ẹ wá ta, Yomi ayé ẹ ta, African TV ayé yín ta, ẹ kàn wá ń gbé, ẹ wo Papariano ti wá di ìgbẹ́ lórí TikTok. Eléyà sọ̀rọ̀ sí, tọ̀wọ́n á sọ̀rọ̀ sí, gbogbo yẹn ṣe wá ń get wọn pé aṣọ ló ṣì làwọn táwọn ń tẹ̀lé yìí. Ẹ wá ń kábùkù, ẹ ń tẹ́ nílé, ẹ ń tẹ́ níta. Ẹ tó rà ní mẹ́ta 10 kobo. Who do you think you are fighting? Mọ́ mi lẹ́rù bóyá lẹ́ ń bájà, òun kọ́ lẹ́ ń bájà. Mọ́ mi kọ́ lẹ́ ń bájà, Ọlọ́run lẹ́ ń bájà. Kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó bá Ọlọ́run jà tó win. Kò jọ. Ẹ máa fi ara pa, àwọn ọmọ yìí gan á fi ara pa nínú ẹ̀ ni. So, tẹ́ bá fi pé ẹ ní agbára, ẹ ní ẹnu, ẹ ní owó, go ahead. Ládùúró owó tí wọ́n kó fún Josi, gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ó lulẹ̀ ni. No amount of owó tẹ̀lé ná, ó máa lulẹ̀ ni, because ibi tí ẹ fẹ́ fi irọ́, ẹ fẹ́ fi ra òótọ́, kò possible. Ẹ lè fi irọ́, ẹ lè fi ra òótọ́ o. Kẹ́ jẹ́ kí orí yín pé àwa ò ṣe analysis wọn, but once in a while, a kò lè máa gbẹ́nu sí lẹ́ǹkankan. Ẹ ṣé o. Presido, bàbá pòkù ní pópó àlàyé ló ń dáhùn.
Ẹ má padà sórí ìyẹn mọ́ o. Sasindi ẹ kúrò lórí yọn pòkù o. Wọ́n bá tí wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ pé president ni màmá lérí Olúwa ń sìn. Wọ́n sọ pé àwọn òporúkọ màmá ẹ̀ sọkọ́ má wulẹ̀ pé mọ́ rárá o. Bá rí nǹkan mi ta fẹ́ move lọ, ẹ má wulẹ̀ pòkù lórí platform.
I know they call her, so it's my own opinion.
So just don't, ẹ má lọ bẹ̀ mọ́ rárá.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbàgbé ẹ̀.
Ẹ má lọ bẹ̀ mọ́ rárá.
Gbogbo lé.
Ìyá àgbà ẹ káàbọ̀.
Kí ló dé tó tẹ̀ máa ń ta sí pírẹsidẹ́ǹtì?
Ìyá àgbà ẹ wọ ẹjọ́ o. Sáìdì tí mo gbájí láàárọ̀ yóò dá rárá o. Ẹ má lọ bẹ̀ o. Ẹ má lọ bẹ̀ o. Lẹ́ni ẹjọ́ torí ọmọ bẹ́ everybody ni o. Bí tí mo bá jí yẹn kò ṣe kíní rárá, ó ń gbá lórí mi gan. Tẹ́ bá mú nǹkan tẹ́ wá ṣe sọ ẹ̀rá kúrò, sọ̀rọ̀ mi ò sọ̀rọ̀ má dá sọ̀rọ̀ mi àti anybody lẹ́ni o.
Mo ti gbọ́. President ìwọ náà jókòó
ẹ̀ máa tètè pẹ́. Ó máa ní nǹkan oríṣiríṣi tí mo ti máa ṣe. Tó bá ti jẹ́ pé kájà wa máa ṣerú eléyìí ta náà ni ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣe, ẹ fi mí sílẹ̀.
Ok, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó jí dáadáa náà tá à ń béèrè nsìn?
Mo sọ fún pé mi ò jí dáadáa.
Olè tó bá
wá gbà ẹ continue níbi tí mo bá dé ẹ fi
ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ wá sọ ní ẹ fún wọn lẹ̀.
ẹ continue níbi tí mo stop.
Ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ wá sọ ni.
Èmi fẹ́ wá ṣe wàhálà fún tèmi ní òjèrè ẹ̀fẹ̀mí lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. I don't fit. Èmi kàn ní iṣẹ́ rí gbogbo rádaràda tó ń sọ yìí kò sí èyí tó kàn mí o Ọlọ́run bá ń gbọ́ I'm done it's over ọmọ ti sọ nǹkan tó fẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ ó sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní kó ní kálukú jà fúnra ara ẹ̀ kó ní kálukú jà fúnra ara ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe ìyàwó ẹ ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ ti ní girlfriend ni ẹni wọn ò tọrọ ẹni ẹ ti ẹ dúpẹ́ pé wọn ò lọ ṣe ríǹgì àbí kí ni nǹkan tó ń ṣe àwa tá à ṣe ríǹgì gan-an ó máa gẹ̀gà lára wa o ẹ dúpẹ́ táwọn lọ ṣe kinní kan ẹ ti dúpẹ́ kinní kan nísìnyí kí lẹ wá ń wá ẹ wá ní kó bọ́ta kó kó wá kò sí nǹkan kan tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ tó fẹ́ kó wá kò sí nǹkan tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ tó fẹ́ kó wá ó ti sọ fún yín nǹkan tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ òun ni Liam tiwa ọmọ ìlérí olúwa yẹn ìyẹn nìkan ló wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kò dẹ̀ ní fúlẹ̀ fún yín torí kò ní fòbòjò náà so tẹ bá ń wá gbogbo nǹkan tẹ ń wá yìí ẹ lọ wá fúnra yín ṣe bẹ́yìn náà lè ń dáwọ́ ẹ láwọn kí ló ṣe ń pa àwọn forenco àwọn phone kinní kan forensic àwọn headache forensic àwọn tó máa wo forensic di ẹlòmíì pàápàá gbogbo ẹ ló kọ́dọ̀ yín ẹ lọ wá ẹ dáwọ́ kẹwàá gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń wá yẹn kò mọ́ mi ò ràn yín iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ yín rárá yín kò ní ìdí wàhálà mọ́ nǹkan tó ṣe yín pọ̀ ó ti tú yín ká alhamdulilayi ọlọ́run fọmọ sáàrin yín tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá wò ó ọlọ́run á bá wò ó so kò sí jà ń bẹ̀ gbogbo púrúfù gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń wá káàkiri ẹ lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run á fún yín rí kẹ wá máa pè pé the wife nísìn ló jẹ́ the wife Nigerians ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí tẹ́ wá lọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ for him ọlọ́run nìkan ló lẹ̀mí nísìn ló di wife that girl màlẹ́ ń pè ń gbà yẹn baba said they did not marry her. Ẹ gbàgbé ṣé ti gbàgbé ni gẹ́ẹ̀lì yẹn tó pé tí n bá lá fún mi lẹ́ran ọkàn gẹ́ẹ̀lì yẹn nìyẹn o ẹ wá ń wá ń sìn pé the wife ẹ má jẹ́ ń ṣépè ṣọ̀pọ̀nà fún yín lórúkọ Jésù ṣó ti yé yín mo ò ní ṣépè fún yín mi ì ní súre fún yín ẹnu mi ò dẹ̀ ní gbòfo the wife tẹ́yìn fẹ́ fún yẹn òun ni kẹ́ lọ wá Ọmọ́wùmí Cynthia lọ́ba ayin Ọmọ́wùmí Cynthia Adébánjọ kò kí ń ṣe wáìfù kò mọ̀ rí so ẹ fi ọmọ yìí sílẹ̀ ẹ lọ wá nǹkan tẹ̀ ń wá kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wá tẹ̀ kí ń rí Sanshitu wà ń bẹ̀ ó náwọn tíìmù ẹ̀yin náà náwọn tíìmù tó ní kí lẹ́ ṣe ń pa àwọn critical thinking and critical whatever torúkọ yín jẹ́ gbogbo ẹ àwọn critical thinking yín ẹ lọ sit down critically kẹ lọ find it critically kẹ lọ ṣe critically Ọmọ́wùmí ò kàwé kò lọ skúlù kò sí nǹkan kan tó ṣe òpònú ni afọ́fúngbẹ́mu ni kò lórí òun ló pa Mohbad òun ló gún lọ́bẹ òun ló ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tẹ pé orúkọ tẹ pé ló ń jẹ́ but the wife she is not the wife mi ò dẹ̀ gbèjà ẹ̀ I'm criticizing you according to the words of your mouth. So, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ yẹn ẹ yé pé ní the wife should do this, the wife should do that. Kò ń ṣe wife o. She's too private for this nonsense. So, gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń ṣe fúnra yín ni. Ẹ lọ continue kò sí nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ ní ó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó ti keyboard. Abẹ́ máa kọwọ́ sí díẹ̀ ni. Torí ọ̀rọ̀ yín ò tẹ̀ yé mi mọ́. That's why I don't listen to you guys. I don't listen to all the ṣẹ́rí tẹ́gbà mi tó bá ń tàtọ̀ sọ́mọ failure tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ tí mo kàn máa ń fi ṣe yẹ tí máa ń rẹ́rìn. I don't see them talking with somebody who has brain. I don't see it. And these are the kind of people see tí ìyá Mohbad ò nílé lọ bá kó bú wọn but will come out and say oríṣiríṣi. I don't even care what you all say anymore. That girl is at peace. She will remain at peace. Ọkọ kú ọkọ tún máa kú ni. So ó ní marriage ní good relationship kò jù sínú marriage yẹn sínú relationship yẹn bá wọn gbélé bá wọn ṣe nǹkan kan so kí ni stress then kó wa ebi gbogbo nǹkan tí Josie said somebody said Lágbájá said hearsay everything you guys are talking about is hearsay and that's why you cannot prove anything in the court of law. You cannot. You cannot present a 2-second video without a full details of how did it started and how it ended. So all these things you guys are saying is hearsay. Hearsay does not hold up in court. And if Jose has a sense, he will have done that. I am just like done. The most important thing to me is Omomi being peaceful and Liam being okay. Shawari, ìyá Mohbad okay ìwọ ló nira ẹ. Josie okay ìwọ ló nira ẹ. Ẹmu ẹ̀yin jẹ́ for ẹmu critical thinker, critical wèrè, àwọn bloody kìíní kan tẹ̀kàn kúnra yín lórúkọ tí ìyá àti bàbá yín ò fún yín. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ọmọ tẹ́ kúkú ń bú kò rí ti yín rò. Ẹ̀yin èyí ni mo fẹ́ tẹ̀ ń bú gan kò rí ti rí rò kò tẹ̀ kú mọ̀ yín. So ẹmu ńgbà téèyàn I don't even know how to categorize your stupidity sometimes. Ẹ gbàgbé pẹ́yìn lóhùn like I always say tó bá jábọ́ kò ṣe kó. That girl ó ń sùn ó fọmọ mi ní Indomie ńgbà tó fọmọ mi ní Indomie ọmọ mi á wá sùn lọ á wá lọ dókòǹtà àbógbàgbà lè ló pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀ àbógbàgbé jòsì. So that girl tó ń dókòǹtà yẹn lẹ́yìn wá ń pè ń sìn kó wá sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ̀yin bíbí ti ya wèrè gan ọlọ́wọ́ máa gbọ́ ẹ ti ya wèrè. That girl tí ò pé lọ sí hospital tó ń wò nínú ilé tí ò ṣe nǹkan kan òun lẹ tún pè sí. That girl tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bímọ ní ìgbà tí ìyá Mohbad àti bàbá Mohbad àti Darosha àtàdúrà tó lọ ń bẹ Naira Marley tí ọmọ wà nínú ilé òun lẹ ń pè pé kó wá máa defend ẹ̀ sìn. That girl tó jáde lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ pé nǹkan tó sọ yẹn ni bàbá jáde tó ní wọ́n ń kọ́ ọmọ òun ni àwọn kọ́ ló pa á. So ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ṣe bẹ́yìn tẹ́ ń sọ pé kọ́mọ yìí wá bá kọ́mọ yìí ṣe kinní kan ṣe bẹ́yìn náà bí tiyín ẹ ṣe gbàdúrà àrùn àdánwò báyìí sínú ayé ọmọ yín. Kẹwàá sọ pé tó bá ti àmàláìnà ọmọ yín tán tó ti bú ọmọ yín tán tó wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ tán kó wá tún wá padà wá kó wá máa defend yín nígbà tó jẹ́ pópò nílẹ̀ yín fún ara yín is what you all can do. Ní ìgbà tó sọ fún bàbá Mohbad pé lọ rú ọmọ yẹn ẹjọ́ ṣé èèyàn kan tó mọ̀ mí bí mo ṣe rí tó mọ̀ mí dáadáa tó mọ̀ pé èmi mi páàsì mi ò fẹ́ẹ̀lì mi ò kúrò ní kíláàsì mi ò ṣe nǹkan kan bó o máa pe Jésù lẹ́nu máa pa láàlọ́ la màá dẹ̀ pé babaláwo lọ́tún la ibi tí mo ti já ọ̀nà mẹ́ta ti ń jáde nìyẹn o kẹ̀ lè sọ fún mi ibi tí n máa gbà tó bá sọ fún mi pé ẹ ro èmi máa pe lẹ́ni wọ́n ní kí n ro ẹ lọ ro you see because they know me tí ò bá ní ìwà question mark lọ́wọ́ jòsè ọmọ yìí ò ní dáàdì ẹ lọ ro á níbi tẹ́tí rìn dé kó tó sọ á níbi tẹ́tí rìn dé kó tó lè pe ẹjọ́ yẹn dáde kò dẹ̀ sọ síta pé òun sọ fún bàbá pé ẹ lọ ro jòsí ìwọ náà ló bọ́ta tó ní ó sọ pé kí n lọ ro so tó bá jẹ́ òun ló pa ọmọ ẹ tó dẹ̀ bìlífù pé tẹ bá ro nǹkan máa ṣe ní tó bá ṣe ọmọ yẹn shouldn't you think ẹ̀yin jẹ́ critical thinker bẹ̀rẹ̀ bọ̀tẹ́kọ̀ ní critical sórí yẹn nìyẹn you critical no thinking ẹ̀yin critical no thinking torí ọpọlọ yín ẹ̀ kì í fi thinking. Now will she have said that tó bá lọ́wọ́ nínú ikú ọmọ ẹ níbi tọ́pọlọ ẹ ti jòrò sí ọkọ̀ ń pè ẹ́ ń bàbá ni ọkà bàbá ni ẹ kò dẹ̀ kàn mímọ́ ẹ ọmọ mi is fine Liam is fine that's all I care about. Ẹni tó bá ní problem pẹ̀lú pé Wùnmí ló pa lọ kóòtù lọ police station competition kò ní kan lọ gbé inú Èkó yẹn gbogbo yín gbé mo rí ọmọ arọ tó ṣẹnu bí ìfurọ̀ tí ó ní páìlì tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ kí ní kan bí tiẹ̀ fẹ́ gbọ́rọ̀ wọn mo kọ́ sábẹ́ mo ní ṣèbí Nàìjíríà ló àbí Ṣàgámù ló ń gbé Ṣàgámù sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìjìnà competition sádùúgbò kò ní kan lọ gbé tó bá ti ní kọ́ lọ gbé wọn náà dẹ̀ tẹ̀lé pé yes òun ló pa mo mọ bó ṣe pa wọ́n á dẹ̀ ní kó mú proof wá ọ̀rọ̀ bá parí ẹ kúrò lórí ìkànnì kẹ́ẹ́ kó tẹ̀ ṣe for 2 years tí ó gbé yín ẹ pàṣẹ ẹ fẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ kúrò ní kíláàsì ẹ wo Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ní gbogbo wa jẹ́ o àní jogún ọmọ o àdúrà tèmi fún every òbí àtiwọ́ tó ń wojú Ọlọ́run àtiwọ́ tọ́lọ́run ti dá lóhùn gbogbo yín àní jẹ ogún ọmọ àjọrọ̀ ọmọ lójú ayé wa nínú ìgbádùn àlàáfíà tó ń ṣe báàlẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ládẹ máa fi jẹ́ kò sí èyí tó kàn mí pẹ̀lú ṣì tẹ́ ń ṣe o ẹni tó bá ti ní prove pé Wùnmí ló pa tó ò bá lọ sí police station kó lọ competition kó lọ gbé Wùnmí ṣọpọ̀ náà máa fọ́jú ẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù àmín ló bá parí. àwọn ọba arọ́sá kúrò ní Ṣàgámù lọ ṣára ni o Ṣàgámù ló ń gbé tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ó mọ̀ pọ́n tí mọbi tóun ń gbé ní Ṣàgámù ló lọ ṣára. ẹ wo adọ́ndọ̀n ọlọ́mà jẹ́ ń ṣetán mo ṣetán sówó sọmọ àtàláfíà I drop my mic.
Hey guys, just not to be going too much back and forth with everybody over this Mohbad's case. You know, I have these questions that I'm going to start with. My first question is, did the nurse that was asked to come to the house to come treat Mohbad, he give Mohbad the injection? And if she did give Mohbad the injection, did she check his blood pressure? We saw the picture of
Cindy, bóyá àwọn náà dẹ̀ ló máa bá mi dáhùn question yìí. Kíní kan disturb mi ni láti jọ́ tí ṣe rántí pé Jòsí nígbà tó lọ sí court tó dé. Ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní update kan wà pé wọ́n ní update allegedly ni o. Wọ́n ní owó tó promise wọn ò fún tán. Ẹ mọ̀ bó ṣe máa sọ gbogbo wèrè story wọn yẹn ẹ káàárọ̀ gbogbo lé. Ṣé mọ̀ pé lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí Jòsí ti bọ́ síta tó ti lọ sí court tó ti wá padà dé làwọn critical thinking thinkers yẹn lọ́ba ni wọ́n dá 10 million fún Jòsí wọ́n dẹ̀ ní wọ́n tún ti dá ju 10 million yẹn lọ I think they said it's about 14 million nísìn. Ṣé ó lè jẹ́ pé tòótọ́ ni update tẹ̀lé yẹn kọ̀?
Táyì bílíìfù wípé wọ́n dá owó fún bílíìfù àwọn kan dá owó fún Jòsí ṣá.
Mi ò mi ìfẹ́ sọ pé yes ìfẹ́ sọ pé no because nǹkan tí mò ń sọ ni pé ṣé wọn pé ó lọ sí kinní ó dé lówó tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rolling ṣé ká sọ pé nítorí ó ti voice out àbí nítorí ó ti sọ̀rọ̀ audio money ni okay.
No,
wọ́n tún sọ pé ó ti di 14 million.
Is it the 30 million or the 14 million lẹ́ ń béèrè?
Èmi kàn wò pé ṣe mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ ṣe update pé 30 million kó má lọ jẹ́ pé yes there was agreement owó láàrin wọn just because they did not give I'm just saying it sounds stupid ló tí mi bọ́dá at the same time I'm just like lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn ló bọ́ síta wá ṣé nǹkan tí mo ṣó ti gẹ́sì nǹkan tí mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo gbọ́.
Very 30 million yẹn I am not sure about that but ṣe rí 14 million tó ní wọ́n dá sórí kinní yẹn na lie. Àwọn èèyàn náà bóyá wo social media nìkan ni Jòsí ń gbà ojú yẹn á bó
exactly
ó máa bó
ẹ̀yin
náà bóyá owó yín ni jòjò ẹ rí pé ó máa bullshit wọn ni tó bá ṣe fèlèfèlè ó máa bullshit wọn ni ojú yín máa bó ojú yín máa padà bó last.
Ẹ ṣeun ẹ má bínú ènìyàn burú ẹ máa play ẹ lọ. I'm not playing cotton play.
My little niece had a court yesterday. My dad called me. Okay, I have license of first aid. You know, if you work with school police, I worked with school police. Trying to was infected of Mohbad. Hi guys, just not to be going too much back and forth with everybody over this Mohbad's case. You know, I have these questions that I'm going to start with. My first question is, did the nurse that was asked to come to the house to come treat Mohbad, did he give Mohbad the injection? And if she did give Mohbad the injection, did she check his blood pressure? We saw the picture of Mohbad's swollen hand, that the wound was infected. Okay? My little niece had a cut yesterday. My dad called me. Okay, I have license of first aid. You know, if you work with school police, I worked with school police before, like I did school police job. That was part of my first job when I came to America. So, and I also did security too, part of my first job. So they make you take first aid. They make you also take, what do they call this thing? Where you wear cap for head. OSHA, they call it OSHA. So those of you that live abroad, you know what I'm talking about. And I also did EKG. I also have license for phlebotomy. Okay, that is why I know certain things. And I also have nurses abroad as friends. Okay, so what am I saying in all this? I'm trying to give insight to the fact that if Ada, I will block you, I will block your generation. Girls like you are the reason why Nigeria is the way it is. Girls, come and look at what your mates are doing in America. Come and look at your mates in America. They will challenge president when something is not working well. Get off the internet and go and carry your book. How do they talk? These rats will still come and come jump, come talk. You know, the government knows that we don't know our rights. Because when the reason why you people are upset that celebrities are not talking, they are not using their platform for you guys, is because of rats like people like Ada. The reason you see governments, they work the way they work, it's not be say America, oh, they're too much. No, there's something they call combined efforts. Combined efforts. If something is not going right, we have the mayor's number. We have the rep number. You have a right to walk to courts. When you go to courts, you can sue. Sick as sin. A Nigerian boy will just come here which day. Waiting people, they spend thousands of dollars they do. That boy they do it for every African person for New York. Because he studied law. Get off the internet, my friend. Now make una say Nigeria and only government go fix them. No, it's not only government that will fix Nigeria. Learn your, that's why I'm waiting for somebody. Learn your rights, know your right. What do you know about Nigeria? Talking nonsense. They are talking about Mohbad they feed me, or he wife they feed me. This is wrong. Putting this young girl's life in danger over hearsay. Now I'm going to say this. The nurse, I brought out a post. What is this post that I brought out? I asked just to clarify things. Why do people do blood check when they get to the hospital? Why do nurses do that? They do that so they know what to give you first. If to stay, I'd already explained that one before, and I put on there everything you want to know. Google it. Google is your friend. Anything, any question you have, put it on Google. Google, nobody can cheat you now. Nobody can cheat you. If I want to know the bag of rice in Nigeria, I will Google it. If I want to know the price of yam, I will Google it. Everything is on Google. Okay? So sit down when I'm talking. What they look for on a cheap thing. Now, social media, you know, she said, I know my social media, I know now, so I want to talk, they know they pay me. Let me go straight to the point. One of the most wicked things that can happen to anybody is for you to be nursing the pain of your loved one, and yet there's somebody somewhere trying to frame you up that you killed that person.
I asked this question. Did the nurse give Mohbad injection? If she did, there is no way Mohbad would have survived. That is why I posted Mohbad's post that he posted by himself when he was beaten up by Naira Marley and his gang. That is why I posted. I said, very dark man seated asking Sam Larry, did you bully Mohbad? Now, they don't know, say the guy and a liar. That question, even Sam Larry self shocked, say, very dark man, they ask him that kind of question. Because on video, we saw him came with crowd. Sam Larry is like 260 pounds guy. Do you know what it means to be what am I even saying? Maybe a 280 pounds guy. And Mohbad is like maybe 180 or 220, maybe 180 or 200. That's the weight difference already is already there. Like Sam Larry can beat this guy, break him into pieces. Yes, Sam Larry still came with more troops to come and beat this guy. So asking if they bullied him was out of the norm. Now, I said, go to X. When you go on X, you will see that what Mohbad wrote there. Let me go there. Let me go to X. That's Twitter. Then Twitter. I had to go on X. That's why I posted it. Because some of our people, we know they think. We just follow the... You don't get any money. See, you will see that Mohbad is the last person that I checked up. Because I looked up the case, my God reading kept bringing this guy Mohbad. I'm like, who is this guy? Then I started digging into the case. I'm like, whoa. So this guy was crying out, even went to the police station, wrote a report. Nobody pay attention. Nobody is... I told you guys that the last interview he did was with Tasha. And he still talked about the beating, the blacklisting, his money that's with Naira Marley, that they refused to pay him. And how they were shortchanging him, that he wanted to change his manager. It's right here. If you can read, read. And stop letting your emotions get on the way. Okay? He said it right there that he was shortchanged. And this was the video. You can see this was the last professional music video he did with Satan. When this dude came to come and beat him, like to come and fight him there. Now, this is Mohbad. Oh my God. Very promising young man. So talented. Let me go to all his posts. Okay. Do you know what it is? In Nigeria, where law no day. I posted everything. Let's very dark man start from there. Tell us how much every word Naira Marley was the person Mohbad was talking to here. Now, these are Mohbad's tweets. Mohbad said, Naira Marley was fully present throughout this event and in fact coordinated some of the attack, as in he instructed the boys to beat us up. Some of this was captured on video, which was true. It is therefore disrespectful for Naira Marley to insinuate that I started the attack because I wasn't. Then he continued it in his comment section. He said, intoxicated, as he is fully aware of the fact and circumstances surrounding this violent attack. It is not the first time Naira has lied to push his own narrative, and he's still doing it while this dude is in grave. I trust that soon justice will be served. Thank you for your support. I've decided to speak no further on this. However, when we let this matter be handled going forward by my representative, I'll focus on getting back my full strength and sound health so that I can continue to tell my story through my music. We know Naira Marley is telling lies. Please be careful. Don't let them kill you for us. This were 2023, the year 2023. This is almost like 2 years ago, before this guy died. Now, Mohbad came out and even posted
the videos of where he was attacked, because you all are trying to paint this guy like a very, these are the videos that Mohbad posted himself, that he was attacked. And this guy also said that he has had right here, he said everything he said on that live video is a blatant lie. He said, I'm at the hospital for a CT scan for head impact and chest x-ray as a result of the attack. I had the meeting clear-headed and without any drug influence. All this happened because I changed my manager, which is their brother. See what they did to me at Malian's house. So Nigerians, you guys are seated and they are asking the bullies, did you bully him? The dead posted about this. Now, he also further stated that he has hypertension out of this whole situation. If Mohbad, who was in his 20s, late 20s, I believe, have hypertension, and now he's suffering from a cut that got infected, then the nurse just came in and gave him injection. His chances to survive is thin. That's what happened. Nobody is saying, oh, Naira Marley killed him directly, but trying to frame the wife up and put her life in danger for your gain. Talk about the royalties. Let's talk about the royalties. VDM, you want justice for Mohbad? Start with go after the money. Sniff where the money is, because that's where all the madness started from. You called his friend to the scene and started telling his friend, tell us what happened. And the friend was like, oh, we quarreled, and the wife told me not to come to the house. You guys quarreled from Wumi's interview, and the husband busted his hand on the car window. He had a cut which got infected, and they were dealing with that issue in the house, and you were calling for your bag, not to check up on your friend, like, how is Mohbad doing? Is his hands okay? You tested your wife, I want to come pick up my bag. And a girl that's in her right sense will be like, oh, come and get your bag, or where are you? Let me come and give you your bag. She knew you started the whole issue. So in other words, she told you, don't come, this is not the time, because they are dealing with this whole crisis in the house. And here is VDM trying to twist up the whole issue. VDM, tell us why till now you have not been able to tell us how much is with Naira Marley in money. After death, Mohbad became very rich, a lot of money. Mohbad's dad was supposed to carry out this dirty job VDM is doing. That was why every interview the man refused to talk about Naira Marley and Sam Larry, because he was promised a cut if you are able to nail this girl. And a VDM brought out the DNA that the child does not belong to Mohbad. He brought that up. So the girl was, Wumi on the other hand, showed stubbornness, didn't want to do the DNA because she didn't feel like she hold very dark man, that's kind of platform. But moving forward, she decided, when the dad took it on his head and said, okay, he wants, he wants a DNA. She decided, even she decided to, like, okay, let's go and do the DNA. When the dad saw that doing that DNA, the truth is going to come out that the child belongs to Mohbad, the dad backed out. All of a sudden, a few weeks ago, the dad woke up and said, we need to go straight to arrest Naira Marley and Sam Larry because they bullied my child. And Nigerians have already moved on. Like, are you serious? It's not the one to look for justice. When you had the opportunity to speak for your son, you refused to speak for your son. And nobody has ever asked why. The dad just woke up one morning and decided to involve, to do the right thing, to get the police involved on Naira Marley and Sam Larry case. Have you guys ever asked why? The reason is because the money he was promised, Naira Marley refused to give it to him. And the man, being a vindictive man, decided to go with the flow to take them to courts. And the judge threw everything out of the window. So very dark man is doing it. Now, why is he doing it?
the money that's with Mohbad, that's with Naira Marley. There are a lot of money. A lot of money. When I mean a lot of money, I mean every word, every word. Read my lips, every word. There are a lot of money that's with Naira Marley. And the only person stopping them from getting that money is Wumi, because she's the next of kin. But if Wumi is out of the picture, maybe she's jailed or maybe she's dead or whatever they are planning to do, then nobody's going to question them. Who is going to question them about the money? Mohbad's father? Mohbad's mother? Mohbad's brother? The only person that can question them is Wumi. No one else. Because I don't see any reason why VDM is doing what he is doing. And anybody that's not seeing the BS in what he is doing don't know what they are saying. And anybody that is thinking that the reason, why Joy is speaking is simply because I'm a woman. Wrong is wrong. Even outside gender, wrong is wrong. An average Nigerian woman is always accused when something goes wrong with a man. If the table turned, is it not IVD that is planning to get married to Blessing CEO? Were we all not here when the family came out? Right under IVD's face, Bimbo burns to death. Like, make it make sense. Why is IVD not in jail? Let the table turn. Let IVD be a woman. He will be in jail. They'll be dragging him left and right. But he's out walking on the streets. They are giving him whatever platform they want to give him. But this is what happened to every single Nigerian woman. They are always the victim. And when I'm speaking, somebody is out there coming out to come and say XYZ or this or that. VDM is manipulative. That's fact. There is no... And the reason why people are scared to challenge VDM is because of his bunch of roaches followers, an uneducated set of children who don't know what to do with their platform. So they don't want to get attacked. That is why when I posted my video, I said, if you're going to curse me, because I see the way they talk, I see the way they speak, before you say anything, somebody out there has already cussed you out. And I don't have time for that. I'll block you. Wrong is wrong. VDM, you want the truth, sniff the money. Why did Naira Marley hold Mohbad's money? Number one. And how much do Naira Marley have after Mohbad's death? Number two. So we know, if you are able to start from that, ask Naira Marley, why are you still holding the money? Don't you think it's time to release it to the family? Why are you still holding the money? The VDM that is talking, every video he does, Facebook is paying him. Instagram is paying him. TikTok is paying him. He's making money out of this whole charade. He's creating content. This is a guy that said, I don't take advert. They do advert now on his post, on his videos. None of the video he's doing, the money he has made out of Mohbad issue, they are in millions of naira. So what are we not talking about here? Do you see any advert on my video? How many followers I get? So anybody that is making money out of this whole madness is very dark man. Not to talk of him, he's still the one partying and best friends with Mohbad bullies. He drinks with them. He sits with them. He talks with them. He parties with them. And he's the one making mad money out of this whole issue. So before you sit here to come and tell me XYZ, Mohbad's wife have not made the kind of money VDM has made over Mohbad's issue in the name of looking for justice. All of them that say they are looking for, apart from Iyabo Ojo, every one of them made money. The bunch of Yoruba people I've never seen in my life. Mohbad's father, Wumi's sister. Every single one of them, they are all making money with this boy's blood. Show me one person outside Iyabojo. Iyabojo has been a TikToker for a long time. Even when nobody was looking at TikTok, she was already making money from there. She has already been having viral videos. Each video that VDM does, he makes money out of all this madness. And he has a court. Tell us about the royalties. Tell us. You want to be transparent? Tell Nigerians how much of Mohbad's money is with Naira Marley. And the only legitimate person to have that money is Wumi. Nobody else. What reason do Wumi have to kill Mohbad? Nobody has been able to give me any reason. Somebody said Wumi mother has some money. I said, how much? How much does Wumi mother have with her? Because the last time I checked, the only land that Mohbad had, he bought it in the son's name, Liam. So if Mohbad bought a land in Wumi's son's name, why do Wumi need to kill? Because what belongs to the son belongs to Wumi. Mohbad was the only breadwinner. Wumi does not have hand job, does not have business. Is now she just created an hairline that she's selling. She doesn't have a business. So give me one reason why she needs to kill Mohbad. She will kill her breadwinner. Make it make sense. She just had a baby. Her baby was 2 months or 3 months old. She was still breastfeeding. And the only man that can provide for both of them, pay the rent of the new apartment they just moved to, was Mohbad. And she will kill her breadwinner. Mohbad was not a billionaire before death. Mohbad didn't have trillions or millions of naira in his bank accounts before his death. Give me one reason why I would want to kill my breadwinner. Mohbad didn't have a life insurance that they will say, okay, after death, this money will come in. All the money that was donated to Cynthia after Mohbad's demise was out of pity because of her son. She wasn't even expecting it. The post she made the day her husband died was out of pain and too much thinking. Now my enemies will rejoice. I hope you all now will be happy with all that have happened to my husband. That was what she tweeted. Because of all the pain that they went through. And finally, this guy just died like that. When his career was just trying to make sense. When people were just trying to say, okay, let us even, look into this guy with his talents. Make it make sense. Somebody say you want trend. You know what? If I talk now, somebody will say, I did broke shame Nigerians. And I'm somebody that I don't like to broke shame people. What it be this stupid? Now poverty they worry una. By the grace of God, I get money past you. Whether in naira or in dollars. I get money past you. Many of you need Facebook to eat. I don't need Facebook to eat. I don't need your stupid validation. Fat is fat. I post about Trump on my page many times. Many of them are not Trump not gonna president, my presidents. Some of the things I post on my page, you guys don't even relate to. Una know they get this thing, they annoy me so much. That's why I hate the internet, and that's why I'm so happy that TikTok is going to be bought. I think from September 25th. TikTok is going to be run by only Americans. So I will just have only American followers. Like, these people are just disgusting. Don't come here with that BS with me. Telling me, oh, you want trend. What do you want to trend want to do for me? You guys are bullying a girl. Like, I go on TikTok, there are a bunch of people in the village. Who was Mohbad before he died? A billionaire? A trillionaire? He had so much money. A driver came
Okay, every single person that VDM has interviewed, they all have something to say about Wumi. Why VDM not come down, go apologize to Iyabo? Just okay, you where they support Wumi, come sit down with me. I not say our own no agree. Show us one person where they support Wumi. You know we hear their side. Don't just bring antagonists. That's not journalism. Tucker Carlson is being attacked in America right now that he went to Iran to interview the president. And I was among the people who felt like freedom of speech. If we say we are practicing freedom of speech in America, nobody should be thinking of canceling Tucker Carlson because he interviewed the Iran president. You might not like him, but let's hear him. Do you understand what I'm saying? So all this BS of bringing people, driver can't come. How much they pay driver to come talk those nonsense? Why everybody where they come out can't talk for very dark man platform? Now people, come on, is Mohbad so daft that he go there with woman where not like anti-deaths? Before anybody talk, somebody will come and they una very dark man, they call them me and they call them money. I'm saying what I'm saying. You know, I'm saying what I'm saying out of facts. You know, before you know it, no, now they come on, now try they talk. Because what's in they do, if he was in America, therefore don't stop him. You are not the lawyer, you are not the judge. You don't know, you were not at the crime scene. There are things, do you know how many innocent people are in jail for things they know nothing about? They are just there. This same very dark man, I posted that video, I deleted it immediately when Parara brought out the truth. Very dark man came out, was talking about Pastor Amos' issue, the rape, the 14-year-old girl that was raped. Okay, he talked about that 14-year-old girl. She was raped. Okay. He now said the girl get 2 boyfriends. I believed him because it came out from very dark man's mouth. But guess what? When Pararan carried the story and exposed the truth, very dark man not talk the matter again. Very dark man zip him out quickly. See now, very dark man not talk that issue again because he's shocking. Say Pararan don't carry the issue. And Pararan spoke the truth that that girl no get any 2 boyfriends. That they lied. That's number 1. That make them not mind any activists where they lie. Say that girl bleed dead. Like when they even bring her come police station, this sit when police give the girl sit and blood still they come out for the girl body. The girl was sick. Police can't even go the buy pad give the girl. The girl was a virgin. Very dark man might be good on certain things, but when very dark man hates you, if you like, then very dark man they behave like liberals in America. Like the Democrat. Look at the chaos that is going on in Texas. Democrats are praying that Trump is the cause. That's the way very dark man is. When they hate you, once they hate you, even if you raise Jesus, not Jesus, you raise the dead, very dark man will agree. He go say you wrong. And these are evil that needs to stop in our country. Even if you don't like person, talk true. Why are you instigating people and raising up people to attack Wumi, put her life in danger, saying people are now holding placard. Wumi, come and tell us what killed Mohbad. Are you nuts? You were not at the crime scene. You were not there. You don't know what happened. You will never know what happened because you don't want to know what happened. You came out with DNA. When you see say Mohbad, Papa, no, he executes the job well for now. All of a sudden, Mohbad Papa say no, they do DNA because he knows that picking. Now, a grandson. So the money wanna promise the man and not give the man. Now the man go back to police station. Say one carry Neramali. Go now they fling the case past window. So now, the whole bone of contention, I say they tell Luna, if Mohbad not make money after deaths, this issue for don't die. If Mohbad did not make a dime after death, this issue for don't even very dark man for no they talk him. This same dude who said, I won't take advert money, I won't do this. You taking Facebook money. No, see, may I tell you, when the guy went to Benue, what he did was massive. When he went to Benue, I applauded him because the strength of evil is secrets. But I can't say the guy did manipulative really, really well. After that interview with Sam Larry, I don't bother watch the yeah, see dirty talk from this one. Oh my God, I'm just gonna block these morons because that's just what I'm going to do. Like, if you just drop a negative comments, see, government they read una, they understand una. Say many Nigerian youths no get sense. Now make all of us they laugh, all of them when they shout, this recycling of old men. If they put una young, this very dark man and they put them for position. Now still come and work. The only person I trust for that Nigerian is show worry. Because show worry money for America. It no small. It no small. That's the truth. Show worry is a very solid, grinded guy. Very solid. Okay? He's the only person that I see has integrity. Show worry has been giving money by politicians, pastors, celebrities, not to say certain stories. Show already seated and say, sorry, post. Workers don't waka leave show worry because in every year word, he's the only one I see with great integrity. That's the truth. Anyway, let's move past that. May I block this one? One thing I noticed about Nigeria, they say any small English where they hear, now they go, they repeat anywhere where they go. Somebody said somebody wants to use video. You know what I'm going to say? It said everybody wants to use VDM to trend. Who was VDM? What job does VDM do? What's his handwork? Somebody said he does hair. He hair put on for limelight. Now people matter, they talk. VDM trend by people's issue. Mohbad placed VDM on the map after, what do they call this girl? What's her name? What did this girl name again? Where they sell cream. There's this girl that sells cream. I even went to a shop in Lagos when I came. Jenny's Glow. Okay? Which very dark man was right about Jenny's Glow's issue. He's so right about that. If Jenny Glow has, listened and did the right thing, her business will still be standing today. But then again, make her ban this song because when they find una follow. If una see and say if now two people they life, I see they talk with they talk because at the end of the day, truth is truth. Jesus Christ no get to plenty disciples. I be how they talk and see this one. They say you are working with whom? Now the same English, all of them they speak. You like say very dark man carry them proof inside one small room. Just they tell them one thing. If anybody go against me, one talk very bomo set of people. But that's okay. My only thing is Wumi. If Wumi and my sister learn to pray, because the problem with these young girls, I don't know how to pray. Don't be to wear clothes. They do style up and down. They do get ready with me and the waiting person don't understand. Now that like bow hair now when they bring cyber truck, everywhere start to they shake. I just say look them, see them. Now all these yet in Nigerians they get time for. Thinking that we just keep making video for Vina to know there is no need for him to also look into that direction of looking royalty. No, he will never talk about the royalty because they are thinking of way to get that girl out of the road. Because me, I'm wondering in my head, why this man never talk about the royalties? Like, what if they call her Naira Marley? How much be Mohbad money when you dey hold her? Why you seize the money? Mohbad change manager, his money not the come to run. Now you take the money. After he die, all this music where people call they play songs, everything. How much? Who you want to give the money to now? No. You know who talk The next thing, I beg, you know what? I'm done with this whole conversation. The only thing I know is that I just want people to understand that all of us know they're stupid. You can't just wake up in the morning and say, you know what, we have to put Wumi's life in danger. See, you get close to that girl, you know the story. When you look Iyabo Ojo, you go no say, to some extent, now woman will be say, get sense. Iyabo Ojo for don't shift from that girl. Iyabo is very successful by the grace of God. Dating a successful guy. The children are successful. She not get anything to gain. Wumi, on the other hand, you don't need somebody to tell you that that girl was struggling. She was really, really struggling. Mohbad, you know, not see the house where Mohbad they live. They just only paid 1 year in that house. Now this guy, not be Zatan, they get one of his best friend, Mohbad best friend, that house, they give them, they were homeless. That was why I started saying to myself, this is bad. Every woman should have handwork. Your husband died today, you know if he survive. Wumi, you don't be to dey attach yourself with Mohbad. Every woman get what they do. Anyway, it is what it is.
That's the time. Yeah, play second.